I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce
gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right. Well, greetings. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you're watching us from. I am your host. This is I Am Sure Sports, and I'm your host. My name is Man, and we hope to have a very, very good, interesting, and informative interview today. Yes, we have a legend that is going to be speaking with us. He played football at all levels in Jamaica, and he has coached at all levels except, being a part of the national fixtures as a head coach. Had a good career as a schoolboy player, a good career as a senior pro, and a good career as a coach. He's from Kingston College, as some of you know. So if you're a Kingston College man, you want to make sure that you're here to listen to this one. It's going to be, you're going to hear some stuff that you have seen, but you don't know the full details of. All right, so firstly, let me welcome all those who have joined our stream. And I'm very grateful for persons who take time out of their Sunday evening. Maybe it's your family time, and you have taken the time to come and meet and listen and watch. And I really, really do appreciate that. So if you're on the stream, you're watching, you aren't even commenting, but you're listening, a big thank you to you. And just know that at I Am Sure Sports, we really, really appreciate you. In fact, today we are going to have a giveaway. We are giving away $500 credit. Whatever your service provider is, we're going to ask you one question. And if you answer that question correctly, you can be the winner of $500 credit to whatever service provider you're connected. And so you need to listen as we are doing the interview so you can understand and answer the question correctly. Also want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Strict Nick. And this deal is coming to a close, people. Time is running out. Listen, you want to make sure that you purchase your Strict Nick products for December. As you know, Strict Nick is a Jamaican owned and operated company in Brampton, Canada. They use Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products. and they are offering 25% discount on all that they sell, including a book that they have released, and in that book they give you recipes and menus that you can use using their products. All you have to do is visit them at www.tricknick.ca. Use the code I am sure sports 001, and when you use that you get your 25% discount. Again, thank you for coming on. I see Mark Cathcart, Claudia, welcome as well. Always so good having you. She helps to moderate our comment section. I see Dre Anyways a Sport not having a good weekend given the state of Wolmer's and also the state of Chelsea, but he will rebound next week. I see Bala Car, the man from Trelawney, is in the house again talking about the exploit of Shamar Bowser Nicholson. Rob Smith, also welcome and good to have you. All right. Our host was in, and then our host went out. So I think he's going to come back in, right? Yeah, he's going to come back in. Maybe as usual, probably having a little bit of a challenge with the platform, because that happens sometimes, right? So, but this is going to be a very, very, like I said, a very interesting interview. Also, want you to know that next week we're going to have a very, very special week in store for you, right? Should I tell you the names that we're going to have, or should I surprise you? Should I? All right, here we go. Our guest is here. All right. Yeah. There you go. You're right there, right there. That's it, Sir Hayles. Yeah. There you go. You hearing me?
Yeah, man. How everything?
Okay. All right. We hearing you and we seeing you clearly.
Yeah, I good. That good, man.
That's
Man,
good.
big up.
Big up. All right, people. So there you have our guest for this evening. His name is Donovan Hayles. You know him as DV Hayles, right? If you are connected to Kingston College in any way, shape, or form, you will know him. If you are out up from the east, you will know him as well. Yes, so he's here. All right. So, yep. So he's going to be talking to us today, just giving us his jersey. Yeah, Harbor View.
Well,
Yeah.
for life, for life.
For life, yeah. See, Dre Anyways always a Harbor View fan, saying going to invade your show starting from today. And then Claudia is always speaking about the East. Well, I'll give you one of the names that she's asking me who I'm going to have next week. I'm going to give you one name, one name. One of the names next week is Tyrone Marshall. All right, and he's going to be very early in the week. That's one name that I'm giving you. And maybe I should give it two, and then we're gonna have Bob Campbell finishing up his his interview, and we have one of his close friends who played alongside him. That's it. I'm not giving you any more names for next week, because today we want to focus on Sir DV Hayles. And let me say, as we normally do, is to thank you firstly for your contribution to football in Jamaica. A lot of times, you know, we have become a society that we are so engaged, involved, engulfed in what is happening in the international football market, you know, in terms of Premier League and La Liga and Liga and Bundesliga, that we forget that we have footballers that have given hard work and years of sacrifice to schoolboy football, club football, and the national football team. And I have no problem with you know, looking at what is happening internationally, but we must never forget our roots, our beginnings, our origin, and where it all starts for now. And you know, it's persons like you who have paved the way for many young Jamaicans coming out of Harborview, a club that has over the years, with the limited resources that Jamaica has for football, the low profit at even the highest level. You have produced the Keith Kellys, you have produced the Ricardo Bibi Gardner, the Jermaine Yu, you know, the Tyreek McGee's, the Luton Shelton, the Fabian Taylor, the Jeremy Lynch. I mean, Andre Blake had a stink there. I mean, and the name, the list could go on and on and on and on and on and on of youngsters who came through the system there. Lovell Palmer is the next name. You know, so many names. And so I want to say a big up to you and the Harborview family for the work that you have done. And today we take this time to talk to you, to really hear you share your story as to what happened. So we begin like we have always done, with you kind of sharing where and when did it all start for you, and just give us that journey all the way up to your high school career. Somebody's reminded me of Taxi Kemar, Taxi Lawrence as well. The names could go on, but go ahead.
Yes, well, first of all, thanks very much, management, for having me, it's a pleasure and a privilege to be on your program. And I must say, it is always nice to talk and to, where I say, I put it as my people, in Jamaica. The country, boy, trust me, I love that country to my heart, from growing up, from born, because I born from in the 50s, 55. And I must tell you this, is that independence was a joyous time for us, because I remember when we gained our independence and celebration. As young as I was, I knew I was celebrating something very good, that we as Jamaicans should be able to stand on our own. And it is sometimes disheartening, we don't really stand up as we are too. But nevertheless, we are leaders in many things. Jamaicans are leaders in many things. And if a lot of people don't know, we are one of the second country, because it was just behind Cuba, that fight for the freedom of South Africans in South Africa. And from ever since, people like Bob Marley and others has been fighting. So we as Jamaican, Marcus Garvey, is the one that lead and paved the way for Black people in America. And I know people should know those things, So we as Jamaicans, to be a Jamaican, I'm very proud, very, very proud to be a Jamaican, and love my country very much. And you touch a point there at your beginning about programs that should really highlight in Jamaicans. And I really find it very disturbing, because I'm now reside in the United States. And I fight hard to get apps to hear the Jamaican programs. And when I get it, I have to tune into all the sports talk show them, because you really want to hear what is happening in Jamaica. And it's very disappointing, man. When I tune in, I am hearing about Messi every day. I hear about Liverpool, all these clubs that I can hear about them up here or anywhere, but I can't hear anything about Jamaican program up here. So when I tune into Jamaican programs, I want to hear about Jamaica, man. I want to hear about the cricket, I want to hear about the football, I want to hear about with tennis where Jamaicans are playing, or swimming, or anything, badminton, anything that is Jamaican I want to hear about, and can't hear it. As I hear everything about NFL, all NFL. If I want to hear about NFL, I tune into Stephen A. Smith, man. You have to tune into Jamaica for hear that, man. Anyhow.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that overseas, you have access to everything international. You subscribe, you apply, you get an app to listen local Jamaican sing, and when you go on it, is international stuff you're hearing that you already have. Whoa.
Yeah. I don't want to hear it. I fight hard tooth and nail, and I should not me alone. Because thousands of Jamaican, millions of Jamaican in diaspora in England and things. Yes, we get it. We can get it. And we get the Jamaican sports station. Sports I talk about, And and then when you get it, you hear everything about NFL and you hear about English football. I mean, we have that thing to your fingertip. So, it's very disappointing. I sometimes die for a Manning Cup score, Premier League score, something important gameplay, Sunday and Monday. No, I listen all the whole day and can't hear what about you match, Waterhouse, or Arnett, or can't hear nothing at all. All I hear about is NFL and linebacker. Man, I jump on top of man. No, I hear that. Man, I say that. It's kind of disturbing. But anyhow, to our program, that is the main thing.
Yes.
Well, first of all, I must say this, because I guess, you have to know. I was born at the University Hospital, but my first place of residence when I was taken from the hospital was Trenchtown. That's where we used to live. I used to live at 29 Greenwich Street, the corner of Greenwich Street and Gem Road. Right? That's where I used to live. Very close to was near the Arnett Gardens complex now. Right? So it was,
Yes.
but I think, the whole year was known as Trench Town. Then it become to know where exactly I live now. That's, as I say, Arnett Gardens. And I used to attend a school named William Lane Prep School. That was my first school. All my brothers attended Central Branch. And when I say, well, I look for Central Branch now, about at age 6 now, going up to 7 now, I say, boy, I'll go Central Branch. My parents move and go Harborview. Because when Harborview just built, my mother being a Matalan, is our relative and things, she was able to get a house in Harborview. And that's how, because they had built the Harborview in the 60s, the first year it built. And of course, them call her in and we got that house there. So we went out there and we live, Father paid 12 pounds or £1,000, something like that for the house. So, well, how it started, as a little boy growing up with my brothers. I have a brother, an elder brother named Stephen. He used to play for Campion College. That time Alan Cole was going to Campion. He was a captain for that team. With Alan Cole and some other players.
Your brother Steve Hayles was the captain of the...
Stephen Hayles, yeah, was the captain for Campion when Alan was playing for them.
Right.
But they weren't playing in the Manning Cup that time because they were a private school. But they used to beat up
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, and beat up some Manning Cup team with Alan and mash it up. As before I get to know Alan Cole. Right? So they used to mash up and then Alan, I think, moved from there and went to KC and then moved from KC to Veer.
Right.
Yeah. Then my other two brothers now, that is Charles and Ewan Hills, used to play football, but they needed a goalkeeper. So they want to play against each other, 1 against 1. So me the little baby now, them put in the gate, between the gateway, the gateway, the 2 column, and say that is the goal, and I must keep.
Yeah.
Right? And then play out. So when I get the ball now, I have to throw the ball in an empty space so the team can tussle fleet and them come and them kick. No, I don't want none of them win. So I have to make all heap of save on the concrete. And I dive on the concrete. Kind of little boy, you're fearless. Yeah, man, I dive on the concrete and everything there. And I go and kind of want, your brother say, boy, your favorite.
Are you sell him out for your next brother?
I goal, yeah, man. But Yuan who we call Shani is 1 year younger than my other brother Charles. Right? And because my mother is 1 year apart. My eldest brother Steve, then comes Sybil, she is 1 year younger, then Charles, then Shani, Yuan. Then me and my sister was far apart from all of them. Was a twin. We were a twin.
Oh, so you have a twin sister?
Yeah, man. She died. She died later, earlier this year, Tell you,
condolences. Whoa.
Yeah, man. Lose my twin sister and things. Carbon is a twin too.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Carbon is a twin sister too, man. Really,
you see all these things. I am sure that most of us didn't know that DV was a twin and that Carl Brown is one of a pair, a twin.
Yeah, man.
Oh, didn't know that. But continue with the story. This is intriguing.
Yes, well, I want to tell you this. Throughout my football career, a lot of people even know that she was my twin. Even people know us from years in Harborview, our best friend. Everyone know we were twin. Because she had never watched a football game of play, Never watch a game.
Yeah.
She was going to Excelsior. Both of us was to go to Excelsior, but I chip out and go KC because I want to get rid of her because from her growth she used to dominate me, So I said, boy, there's that chance to get rid of her. When we reach high school.
You passed for Excelsior?
No. What happened?
Oh, so tell us the primary. Oh, you took. Okay, so
first I entered. After moving to Harborview, we went the church. There was one church that we had in school in the whole area. The place wasn't fully developed as yet. It didn't have the plaza. It didn't have much house over the other side of the river. It didn't have much house over my side. Few houses. They were still building. So we found a church named by St. Benedict's. because we were Catholics, you know, and
Yes.
and that was the only church, a church and school, primary school. So my other brother was still going to Central Branch, and then my sister had passed. I went to Mount Vernon High School. She went down to Montego Bay to stay with my mother, auntie. I went to Mount Vernon High School. My brother had passed and went to Campion. Um, my other two brothers decided that they wanted to do trade. One went to St. Andrew Technical and was doing electrical trade. That is Charles. He died at a young age, and that shake us up. He died at age 16. Tragically,
Yes.
he got electrocuted. And my other brother now, when he left Central Branch, he decided he could have gone to VA Technical. He was a brilliant footballer. That is Yuan, right? Far better player than I. Well, you know, I never even dreamed about playing football them time. I mean, could have made a team. And he used to play for Cavaliers, right?
Yes.
He was a midfielder. And then that time Aberview on the big team, those minor league we enter. Himself and Bertis Bell was the two midfielders in Aberview minor league team. So, you know, so we went to St. Benedict's and relieved from St. Benedict's and went to Aberview School where we took the common entrance. I went on to Casey, I passed to Casey, but it could take for two schools those days.
Yes.
Right? So the school that first of all, Donald Quarry just lived a few hours from me. And Donald Quarry the whole Quarry them wanted me to come to Camperdown because I could have run fast.
Oh.
Right? I was fast because we were going to Aberview School. We used to have sports and we used to compete. I remember I'd have been in class 4. I was running class 3 record. When Dana used to time because we used to train with the Camperdown team man named Mr. Messam. I used to train with them and we used to time up at the stadium. And we used to time us and then every morning we used to go to the sun. So Donald Quarry wanted me to go
to
Camperdown.
Right.
Yeah. And then most of my friends was going to Excelsior, like Archie Richards and Clyde Gerardini, you know. We're going to Excelsior.
Because all of you went to St. Benedict's.
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
man. Yeah,
okay,
man.
okay.
And then I left and went to Aberview School. But Clyde was still done by Clyde went to the school at primary school his primary school was it was the Central Branch.
Okay, that's where your brothers were going.
Yeah, but me and my sister missed out on that because we come to Aberview and then went to Benedict's because the priests and the nuns came and talked to mother and said, boy, you know, them trying to build a school and things. So they wanted children in the year to come. I mean, Aberview, just build, you know. And then you had a lot of St. Thomas people, Bullby, people from Bullby and 7 Miles. They were the only one attending that school. So mother and my father said, yeah, man, we'll go and we'll, you know, we'll send the kids them there. And them saying me and my twin sister to the, St. Benedict's. My elder sister now leave from high school and say she'll go back to the school, primary school, go build it. And I think that's when she leave and then 1 year after now, she took up back the scholarship, but she took it up back in Montego Bay. And we used to act a lot of plays. Yeah, man, we used to act too, you know. And a little youth, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, those days, you know, have no theater and things, you know, in the era.
Right.
So
at St. Benedict's, were you playing football at that time, or you never started playing until you got to high school?
No, man, I started playing long before I get to high school, but I didn't play at St. Benedict's because I was very young. It was a little prep school. And the only football that I would have played was, I was playing with my brother, 2 brothers,
right,
in front of the gate. But when my other brother died now at age 16, this had a big effect on my other brother, Johan, who I tell you about. When my bigger brother was Steve, who played for Camp and Taylor, wasn't really interested in football. So him play after about 1 season and so on, him leave that out, you know. So but my brother now, Sean, you know, was the man who loved football and he used to play cricket, match-arm cricket.
Yes.
So he used to play now. So after my brother died, you know, it really get to him because we pair up in the family, you know. My elder sister, my elder brother, they work like twins, and Charles and Yuan was like twins, and then I have my twin, my rightful twin. So we had paired up. So after my brother died, Sean, my father said to him, say, well, take a little brother with you, anything you're doing. So that's him take me, and start to carry me around to a place we call Aqua in Harborview. It's a triangle field.
Okay.
All right.
Aqua.
So we call it Aqua Park. At them time they have Queen's Park, Rangers, and them things that so we say, well, all right, our field name Aqua Park.
So only the people in Harborview would know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
With a triangle field. No, when you go to Aqua Park, no, we as the younger one, like Clyde, myself, Archie Richards, that is the father of
he's a grandfather for Whisper. Whisper's grandfather.
Yeah. No, and the father of that run for America.
Sanya Richards.
Right, yeah, that's a father.
Or father, right. Sorry, yeah.
So players like myself, Archie, and then Michael Thompson. Him coming like my brother, because him came and live right beside me. We call him Fat Eye. Brilliant.
Right. Yes, I always hear about Fat Eye.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Play for Casey also too. So we went to Aqua now, and along with some other youngster named Carly, Christopher Sparling, and whatever. So, but we have to play early because the big man will come play afterwards.
Okay.
Now, when we say big man, you talk about you 12, 14, 15,
But the bigger boy.
You see, you are 12, you see, once you're under the age of 13, a teenager is senior to you. And that is the respect we had for them people in the time now. So sometimes a guy is just 1 year older than you, but you have to listen to him because he's a teenager and you're still not a teenager yet.
How the world has changed.
How the country too has changed.
Yes.
Because I tell you this, Arnett Garden is a society era. That's where I live. In those times, because it's a society of Jonestown and them place there. It's just we the people turn it into ghetto, which it shouldn't have to be. Because they're living in good eras.
Okay, so it's a Arnett Garden, Jonestown, and those places were upscale, basically community
upscale
in their
place.
origin.
You know, tell them on.
Okay.
Well, like a quarry I live, I forgot about you, I tell you, we live in a good era and things like that and nice. Right?
I didn't know that. But this is good stuff, right? So you started going over to the Aqua Park, playing some football there while at St. Benedict's, yeah.
Right. So the Waller boys now used to come afterwards. That is Billy Perkins, Nigel Goodison, my brother, Vin Blaine. These are some Manning Cup stars and big players and end up being playing for Jamaica, I tell you about. So Nigel Goodison now is a brother of the Goodison family. Barbara Gluden? Barbara Gluden?
Yeah, man, Barbara Gluden. Yeah, somebody from Harborview said, man is man when
right.
I got.
That's her brothers. Yeah, Bonnie Goodison. No, these are all top Jamaican footballers I tell about.
Here is somebody making a comment. Hold on a sec, Sir DV. Somebody saying that man is man when I got to Harborview, Aqua became an avenue. I only know a compound. So they probably got here in the later days. Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, look apart. Because them try to take it from us.
Oh.
Them used to bring the library van and park the library van in the middle of the field.
Okay.
Because they don't want us to play on the field. They don't want us to play.
So you
don't have nowhere else to play.
So yeah, Barbara. Okay. So let's go back to the story now. Barbara Bluden's brother.
Nigel Goodison.
Yeah.
Bonnie Goodison are very good footballers.
Yeah.
Bonnie Goodison was before his older one. Top footballer. And then you have Kingsley Goodison.
And all of these people are people out in Harborview.
Yeah, man. And if I'm right, they are the uncle of Pepe Goodison.
Whoa. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, but I say, don't hold me to it, but I think that's what I really heard afterwards,
Okay.
That I think it's Kingsley are one of the bigger brothers' son. But I guess if you talk to Pepe, you probably can't confirm it.
Yeah, we'll find out from him.
I don't know. So I don't want you really hold me to it, but I heard that story later on.
Yeah.
But
we'll let him clarify when we talk.
Yes, he can clarify. But you see the height that Pepe Goodison have, all of them have that height.
That same height. And the same look, because he looked like Barbara Gluden,
Yeah, man, and even the look. So I don't, I said. But So
somebody saying that Bonnie Goodison went into music.
yes, man.
Yeah.
Soul Shock. I think Soul Shock was the name of him disco. Yeah, man, big music and things like that.
Okay.
Then so what you had really and truly know in those days now was the church football, like the altar boys, them used to play, and the roller boys was TYO, Christian Youth Organization.
Yeah.
So they used to have a Christian competition among churches and things. And then you used to have Division 1 and things like that. But those were the little age group football you had in Jamaica at that time. However, at Aqua Park now, as a little youth now, we had to be playing before the roller players them come. And the roller players now used to pick them team, the Nigerian team. But you me get involved now. Nobody want to keep goal. Everybody want to play out.
Yeah.
So you had I remember we have two brilliant goalkeepers now. One named Max Reed, and the other one is Basil Salmon. Basil Salmon went to Camperdown. He ended up keeping Allman in 1970. He also got a scholarship, I think, to Clemson University. Very good goalkeeper. Max Reed was a very good goalkeeper too. So what used to happen is that when we entered minor league in the 60s, I think it had been about 1966 we entered minor league the first time. The minor league team
who entered minor league?
Harborview.
Harborview, okay.
Yeah, in 1960. So the players that used to play the minor league now, that'll be 17 and under. So when minor league come around, we never really have no coach. What the older guys will do is allow the minor league players, them will pick the best player, youth players them around there and play against them every evening. And things like that. Well, it's something that when we're playing football, nobody want to keep. So them say somebody for going on the goal. Well, Max Reed want to play out and Basil Salmon want to play out. So me, used to go behind the goal and pick up ball for them, So I say, boy, I keep on the goal, So them say, all right. So the two goalkeepers decide, this evening, one of them will keep, the next evening, the next one keep. And and alternate playing out while I keep one of the goal at all time.
Oh.
No, I did that because I want to get a game with the big man them. You understand?
Yes.
But with the little youth them know me play out. You just striker when me play out.
Okay, but with the big men, you're a goalkeeper.
Yes. Yeah. So but when the big men come now, them give us because we leave Harborview school early, so we reach early now. Them come from KC, Georges, Camperdown, all over the place. Excelsior. Right. Mostly those school Harborview people going on. Excelsior, KC, Camperdown. It was like three schools, St. George's and St. George's College.
So anybody, normally kids from out by Harborview go to St. George's, KC, Camperdown or Excelsior.
Yes. The bulk, the 90% of the community. That's the school that go high school. And then and everybody that go Harborview school, as primary. So
right.
So what happened now is that that's how I used to get my game with the big man them now. But before I could have play, I must tell you this. Before I could have get them say, all right, you keep it going little DV. They used to call me little DV, Too me small,
Yeah.
So you keep. Them say, well off. Them say, you have to go brave, So them get the big kick of them now. Now it's one ball you have, And then put me in a stone we use as goal,
Yes.
Stone. Them say, right, them decide to kick a little distance out. Them will take shot and I have to save those shots before I can get a game with them. Now Vin Blaine have a left foot there, Kick it hard. Right?
Yeah.
Well, Vin Blaine lazy, I'm want to run, but can't run, come on, play. I'm a block a shot, man, and you have a next player named Reed, Them call him Cement, Reed keeps so tough. He used to work with Cement Company also too, So Then you had a next shot, little man named Uncle Bowling, was one of the most skillful players I ever say, but them man don't play competitive football. I'm going to play them type of football,
Yeah.
And Uncle Bowling and all them kick. Nigel Goodison.
This is before you went to KC. All of this is
but I'm about 10 years old that time. I was about 10.
Okay. Wow.
19. But they say, look, I look again for the big man them team, man. Because we are little boy when we play now. It's when them come, them have to tell we know. We know it's time to come off. once them have them 22, come man come and you have to come early to get a game, you know. Because 50 players are turn up, but the first 22 man start pick side.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
you know, and pick it up first. You know them time, them thing they pick
Yeah,
it
man, I
up first.
understand how it, yeah.
Yeah, and then pick them team.
Okay.
And when them pick them team now, nobody want to keep going. So
You end
as
up
a little boy
keeping.
now. So we as a little kids now used to sit down and watch them play.
Yeah.
And when them come early, them used to watch who come early, we sit down and watch we and start identify some good little youngsters that play.
Okay, so they
No,
have
if
the
you
two stone
really
goal and they start kicking all of these shots and you start saving them.
start
You
save
start
them, so
blocking
I
them. Yeah.
pass the test. I pass
You
the test, I
pass the
can't go
test.
on one of the goal. So them
Okay.
put me on the goal. Now from there, now I start to keep, you know, and even
Okay.
in the evenings now, man, I dive on dirt, you know, because I tell you, you do everything because you want to play the next day again, you know.
So Aqua Park never let any grass sometimes.
Which grass, man? I want to tell you, when you start playing outside the National Stadium, there's no grass field in town, man. If you want to see grass, you have to go country.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm going to give, when I reach that part, I'll tell you, man.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man, in Major League.
Is
Even when we
dirt
play,
field they used to play on?
yes, man. Even in Major League. And for matter of fact, though, man, I don't want to forget. There's two gentlemen I love to get in touch with because they are the one that changed the face of football in Jamaica and make it what it is today. And I don't hear nobody talk about them. And that is Neville Granville.
Oh yeah, you know somebody. You know what is so funny?
He's in the Spanish Town here, right?
Somebody
Neville
just
Granville
watch it.
and
Somebody,
Russell Bell. And
All right.
Russell Bell. And why I emphasize this, you know, when they came and brought and was changing and restructured Jamaica football, them life was even threatened. And to see what it is today, and they don't even get recognition for that.
Listen, somebody told me that somebody sent me a message just this week, last week, saying I need to talk to Neville Granville. And here's why they said that the amount of work he has done in Trelawney, in Clarendon, in St. in the amount of work that he has done. And they just sent me
in Jamaica. In Jamaica. If it wasn't for them, you would have Premier League football playing in Jamaica today.
Yeah. Whoa. Neville Granville and Russell Bell. Is Russell Bell connected to the Bell families?
Yes, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Is that Ori Bell and big up older brother too? He must play center forward. Brilliant. He play for Jamaica.
Okay.
For matter of fact, I think it was when 65. KC had 11 players in the all-man team. 10 players. One outside player, and that was Russell Bell. He was the only one who could make that team.
All right.
From my next school.
Okay, all right. So this is so now because I want to move now from how because like the first team, so you transitioned from the primary school, you took your exam and you passed to go to Kingston College.
Yes, yeah. That was 68. All right, so in first form. No, 1969 now. When I just turned 30 now, I got my first game, first competitive football, keeping goal for Harborview minor league team, which was under 17. So at age 30 now, I kept goal.
Also at age 13, you kept minor league, which was an under 17 competition.
Yes.
Okay, and so at this time you have not played for KC yet.
No Stargos Key. I was going KC, but second farm, first farm, second farm.
Okay, but because was KC doing well during this era in schoolboy football?
Well, man, KC win up Manning Cup and thing, man.
Yeah.
This about 68, you know, right? 65, man, 60. Them time 65 and thing. KC dominate Manning Cup.
Right, that was Neville Oxford and those guys and Jumpy
Harris. Man, yeah, but before I didn't go to school that time. Right. So when I go hear about those people.
Right. But so when you went to school, Neville Oxford and all of those guys were gone.
Gone, man. I'm gone long time. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, I must say that
68, you get to KC. But
yeah,
69, you're in second form. You're keeping your first competitive game for Harborview in minor league.
Yes.
Okay, right.
That minor league team now had on like Keith Toller. who captained Ulmer's team in 1970 when they win the Triple Cup. Brilliant
Okay.
midfielder. Owen Ital Stewart. Right? Carl McDonald. You had Leslie Grant in midfield. These are players that playing for Excelsior, Manning Cup team. You had a player, I don't remember his full name, but you know him as Turks, was keeping for, I think it's Kingston Tech, and he kept Allman in. 60, I think it's 69, he kept Allman in that year, but was reserved to me.
As a 13-year-old.
As a 13-year-old, because the Harborview, Billy Perkins, at the time said, listen, Donovan, we know Donovan is a better goalkeeper.
At 13-year-old, you were keeping for Harborview, and you were a small goalkeeper over the goalkeeper that kept Allman in.
That was included Allman squad. I'm not sure if he kept that one. It was included.
Whoa. That's interesting. All right. Somebody's asking if you played. Somebody's asking if you played with Charles Headlam.
Well, I'm senior to Charles Headlam in Manning Cup because I play 19. Man, Charles now. So when I got KC now, 69, I was a ball boy. Right? Kind of them days, you know, you're a ball boy.
Because you're in second form, so you're a ball boy, right?
A ball boy, man. But every evening I used to watch training with Neville Brown and all them sort of man and Ori Bell, Juicy Bell.
Right, because those are the players at KC in 69. Juicy Bell, Neville Brown.
Neville Brown, a guy named Prescott. Mr. Prescott, he was a big team soldier. George Prescott.
George Prescott. He was at JDF, right. He used to run the JDF side with Michael Tull and
exactly.
Captain
With a brilliant cricketer, and footballer. Then you had players like those. Ori Bell was a youngster in the team, in the Manning Cup team.
You played with Ori Bell.
Yes, but this was 69 now. No, I idolize Ori Bell now. So true, I used to still up behind the goal now, and I was a ball boy now. When I go back above you, I tell you.
I'm sorry, because I want to make sure I answer the person's question. So you did not play with Charles Headlam because you're a senior to him.
No, man, I play with Charles Headlam. I'm going to come to that.
All right, cool.
I'm going to come to that. So what happened now is that 69 in second form now, being a ball boy now, sometimes when I change room, because I play a sub pack and thing there, I screech and try guitar and go up beside Howie Bell, because I star ball at him, And when I go home, I used to tell man, boy, Casey have a wicked ball and him, Bello. Them start to call me Bello.
Yeah.
Right?
Whoa.
I didn't know at this time. I knew Bertis Bell very good because Bertis Bell played for Harborview and my brother used to play midfield. I never knew Bertis Bell was related to him. I know you're young and you're naive, really. And the only time I could go football is when my brother carry me to watch the CONCACAF tournament them and because some big goalkeeper came for Jamaica, Dan Clark, and them man there, So 69 now, we lost to Trenchtown over by Sabina Park. And I'll never forget this. The goalkeeper that was keeping for us, he kick out the ball up to the half line and Diego Garden edit back past him straight in the goal.
From half line, man. I don't say the story, go, man. You have to give me the real story, man.
Wait, no, man.
Head the ball from half line and score.
Him kick out the ball and Diego Garden stand up on the half line because Trenchtown team drop off now for the long kick out, And the ball goes straight to Diego and Diego just edit back. Say kick it out. Edit back and score. Who start cry? Yeah, man. Who start cry behind the goal? Me as a ball boy.
Yeah.
And me turn to and then when we go home, I go to my friend Fatah and say, listen, man. We lose the match. I'm say, listen.
So they give it 1-0. Trenchtown beat KC.
Yeah, 1 love. I think we get 1 love the day. I don't remember how it scored, but we lose. I think Trenchtown won the World Cup that year too. They were favorite to win the Manning Cup, but they won the World Cup that year. And I cry the whole way I go home, man. I don't remember him taking bus. Now. I must have walked from Sabina Park, go Harborview, And I cry. And I said to my friend, I reach on the fire, I say, me going to keep goal from KST next year and I'm win Manning Cup. And him start laugh. I say, you can't, of course I'll play next year talk about Manning Cup. Because that time I'll be just 14, 13
Right.
plus.
So this would be now 1970.
So 1970 now when I go for the Manning Cup team. That is another story now. Now 1970 now we move from North Melbourne because those days the first and second farm was over by Melbourne. And then when you reach third farm, you go to North Street. That's where the big boys are.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So we move on now, but we still little boy in a third farm.
Yeah.
And the third farm block was run by the chapel away from most of the fourth farm and fifth farmers and sixth farmers. So you were like a baby over there. But when I went on my second year in minor league now.
Right, because because you're playing minor league in 69 at above you. Now you're playing minor league at 70 as well.
At 70.
Right.
Minor league play during the summer holidays. Right? Minor league start early July. The Manning Cup will start.
Hold on. Somebody is saying that. Hold on. So many times I get these comments. He says, my net seems to be acting up because I think I heard someone hit a ball from half line and score. Yeah, that's yeah. This is a Donovan DVLs who is, I'm going
to clarify something, I'm going to clarify something.
Yeah.
The match was playing at Sabina Park. What them did, they want to save the pitch. So the field wasn't as big as it would have been.
Okay, but
so
it was from half line. Yeah.
So the half line wasn't really that far from the penalty spot.
Okay.
Because they were trying to save the pitch, so them bringing them drawing the field.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I know a cricket field shape round. So once they bring it in, they have to bring the length come down because the way the corner post.
Well, the bottom line is no matter the size of the field. We can't measure the half line the man the ball from.
Yeah, man.
All right,
yeah,
so
man.
it was, But go ahead now and continue the story now.
Yes.
About 1970. So we're tracking the time, man.
Yeah, man. So remember all this time there, I idolize Ori Bell now, and I go home every day. I go and I play upon the road and I say, my name is Bello.
Yeah.
And I try to play like Ori, play out. Anyhow, same thing now, which is the second year in minor league now. We were playing against Franklin Town. Franklin Town have a start of the team. The Madan all of Veer Technical, and KC, both Manning players and the Costa Cup players, and that team.
Yeah, players like who were at that?
Miguel Blair, Maurice Blair played centre half. Miguel Blair, who's Banky Blue, them come back. His house burned down.
They just built his house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deadly striker. Deadly striker. Mario McLennan from KC, Manning Cup team. Mario McLennan played outside left hand them. You had Winston Brown, which we call him Slacker Brown. Cat Brown, the centre half. Wagstaff. These were some Santos players too, Santos
played for Franklin Town.
Yeah, man.
Against Harborview in minor league. Yeah.
Minor league. And me as a little goalkeeper now, when that match come on now, them say, boy, when you play team now, it's a start of the team because all of them play Manning Cup. My team is me and some 1 or 2 Excelsior man played Manning Cup. We had about 3 Excelsior players. We had I still Leslie Grant, we had Carl McDonald, we had Lincoln Cousin who went to KSD but never played Manning Cup. So we are playing against the start of the team. Well, my team come under pressure for the time is 70 minutes the games and play for
Okay. Not 90
minutes each.
35 minutes per
35 minutes each.
If you see a lot of this information you're getting, some of you don't know these things, that minor league games in the day were 70 minutes.
Not only minor league. Manning Cup. When I play Manning Cup, it was 75 minutes.
75 minutes.
Yeah, man.
How many are you?
Sorry, 70 minutes.
How many of you in the chat knew these things that Manning Cup used to be 70 minutes back in the day?
70 minutes, man. 35 minutes. It's really when we reached the 80s that it got to 80 minutes, I think, and then it went to 90,
Okay.
They used to make a play 70 minutes. Right? Okay. So we can't say, we're too young to play that long.
Okay. So look the goalkeeper for the 70 minutes, your team under pressure.
Under pressure, I make some save. I wanted one of the best match of my life. I make some save.
Yeah.
Well, my team score 1 goal, and And for him score the one goal, I say, well, no, I have to keep more. Come under more pressure again.
Yeah.
More pressure upon pressure upon pressure. Well, we struggle out the half. Early in the second half, we score next one, make it 2-love. Well, I said to my team, you know, well, leave me. Them can't win again, you know. Because the most goal them can ever score today is for only one if them do score, which them didn't.
Yeah.
And I kept until way down about 9 minutes, them score one goal. And then I have to start keep at this pressure come again, man. But anyhow, we survived it and I was very outstanding. No, remember now, I'm a little boy now. I'm just 13.
Or 13.
No, I'm not 14 yet. The January I'll be 14.
Okay.
So I was still 13 years of age. And I say no. I see a crowd of people, spectator now, some Rasta man, because behind the goal was like some mostly bush, you know, trees and things.
At Savannah Park.
And most of them was sitting on behind that goal, but they were cheering for Franklin Town. Those are Franklin Town spectators. Well, I see the one of them start to rush, come on to the field. So I said, boy, like it's fight them out fight, I will beat Franklin Town. And then I run, you know. It's when I start run. I see some spectator come from my left, now from the left side of the field, I run, come towards me, you know. And when I look at the next spectator come from the right side, I say, no, this kill him or kill me. Man is man. My heart start beat. I said, Jesus, I'm called.
Just start beat a little fast, I know, because if it never done beat, you know, it means that you'd be gone.
Well, yes, yeah, man. My heart start beat faster. And so I said, boy, it's come beat me up now because, you know, because I'm team for lose. Is when them reach me, you know, man, and them lift me up and put me upon them shoulder, you know. Yeah. I said, boy, the best goalkeeper this ever say, you're good, you alone win the match for the man, for above you.
Yeah.
And I realized it's really celebrate them come for celebrate me, you know. So that was it. And them lift man came straight to the children's room. NVO, it was NVO the match I play. At NVO. The Puff Elliston Road.
Near to Savannah Park.
No, right. But over by the Alpha School.
Yeah.
NVO is behind it. It was
right. It was behind.
And you have a telephone coming at a field here. You have the new school. Right name again, do you know?
Yeah.
What a school name again, man? That Just Bill. It had been right beside it. Why? You know, Alpha Boys School. Clancarty. The field would have been there. The field behind Clancarty belongs to Kingston Technical, and the field beside it, that's the field we play on, which was NVO. It's a government-owned field.
Yeah.
NVO, that's where the game plays.
Somebody was asking, Cranky is asking, what was in halftime nourishment, back in your time, like during the 70 minutes game, when you're playing minor league?
Half of orange. It was believed that you mustn't drink water because you're going to get stitches when you go back on the field. So once the game started, you don't drink. Well, we couldn't drink water before, and we couldn't drink water during. No coach should allow you to drink water. Or when you're thirsty, I did for thirst. The most you do, the half orange, I mustn't eat the guts. You must just squeeze it and juice. And mustn't be a whole of orange neither, because it's going to be too much. You're going to get stitches. Why, you know, primitive deal. So it have 10 months, so the youth them nowadays no better, man. Or if you say that, then the youth them well nourished.
Well nourished.
Yeah, man. Hey, and this wasn't only thing there, no. Minor league, you know. What I am telling you about
is Manning Cup as well.
Manning Cup, Division 1, and them thing they don't drink water.
Orange.
Hey, me, man, half of orange, and you don't eat the guts, you squeeze of juice into your mouth. Squeeze the juice.
Oh.
That was the only thing. The only thing. Right? The water was a no-no.
Yeah. All right. So the Franklin Town people, them lift you up in the air. Biggest people. Yes.
But all of this time now, you know, the whole KC man, them know marveled.
Oh.
But them don't know me. Them don't know say I was going to KC because me come from second farm.
Right.
Not September yet, you know. So about this is during the summer holiday now.
Yeah.
My brother now, who was in the juvenile team, you and as I tell you about, Shani, Went to George Thompson because he was training with the national team. George Thompson was a coach. And him said to him, say, I have a little brother that come to KC and he's good enough to keep Manning Cup. If you could recommend me to the Manning Cup coach. So George T said to him, say, so where is the brother? Was just asking about brother. So he said,
George T was the coach at KC by this. He had moved
George,
on.
he was helping out down there, but there was a man by the name of Eric Miller.
Okay.
I think he died now. May his soul rest in peace. Was the main coach, but George Thompson will come down every evening and run the training session and assist him. Okay. You know, prepare the team and thing. So my brother went to him, but because George he could not. He basically a coach a team, but he can't make anybody know because he was a national coach.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
And he was coaching, and he was coaching the Jamaica national team plus the Jamaica under-19 team.
Okay.
He was a coach for all you. Them tell you only two teams had in Jamaica time. Okay. Because we never had no World Cup team. You had an Olympic team because we were amateurs.
Oh, so at that time Jamaica never even get to go World Cup because we were amateurs. Just
no man, we play a World Cup. We play a World Cup competition, but we because they are amateur, we don't really we're more focused on the Olympic because our team that play in the World Cup could play Olympic football because we were amateurs, and then the other teams, the other teams are like depleted, like because like you know Suriname and those had professional players, so them couldn't play them thing there. So we have one senior team that play both World Cup and Olympic football. Except for Alan Cole. Alan Cole couldn't play Olympic because he was a professional footballer.
Right. Listen, and this is like that's what I'm saying that boy, this is the whole thing that a lot of people don't know that like Alan Cole could not play in a lot of games that the Jamaica team played because he was considered a professional. And a lot of people don't even know that, you know. I'm telling you how things were back then and the things that affected, you know, just the whole football. But here it is that George T. Your brother says you know, he has a younger brother at KC, and he was supposed to talk to Eric Miller about it. What happened? Yeah.
So George Thompson now asked him, okay, what farm is he's in? Because so you know we can contact him and think. My brother say, I mean second farm going to third farm. George T laugh. George T say, come on, you and be serious. You're talking about probably a 12, 13-year-old. Him say, yes, but him good. George say, listen to me. This Manning Cup is a serious thing, so don't even think of that. So my brother said, Coach, I am telling you, he's good. So I'm sorry, if he's that good, you want, bring him come to training one day up here when you come into juvenile training. And I will have a look on him. So my brother carried me with him one Saturday morning and we reach up there early before the juvenile.
Let me explain to them. When it says juvenile training, it is a Jamaica under-19 team.
Under-19. Right. Yeah, because the age is a juvenile age. That's how the team was known as juveniles. Yeah, we are juveniles. So it's an under-19 team. Right?
So your brother took you up here one Saturday morning. That's where you were.
Yeah, early before the training started, before the players could come in.
Yeah.
And George, this was taking place now behind the police station at when they built a new netball court.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There was a big field behind here. Now this field was well grassed, looked good like inside the stadium, and it had a running track around it and lights.
Okay.
There's the outside Stadium West.
Right.
Good.
So the original Stadium West, yeah, man. Stadium East, Stadium West.
No, man. It was far better than Stadium East.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, originally because that's where even. Yeah, man.
Yes.
That's where all of the later on like the all age, what they call it, all age school competition used to keep over Stadium West, not
exactly.
Stadium East.
Exactly. But there was a running track around it. Those times it was dirt track, you know, but not really dirt. They have a name for it. But it's something more solid than dirt and far level. Right? And that's how the inside stadium it stayed to. The same type of track that was out there was on the inside. And so when I went there, Mr. Thompson put me in the goal. He could have kicked well, you know. And he started to kick some ball to me. And our angle it everything, he turned to my brother and says, tell him to go down to North Street and tell Mr. Miller that I said he used to come. He used to come in training. So when my league was still going on now, you know.
Yeah.
And so during the minor league, you know, so after the Franklin Town game and everything, I went down to KC for a training session one evening. When I went down there, 7 goalkeepers was there training for the Manning Cup.
Okay.
And they were big boys. Now, in those days, no, you know, world of football for training, you know. You talk about probably 2 or 3 ball. If you say, we used to 3 ball at training session, you know, you say, boy, that team have whole heap of ball, man.
So, you mean your entire training, you only had like 3 football for the or
well, 90% of their team can't find only 1 ball for play with, man. And that have a play, and that is to train with and use so much.
So how you do drill with the ball? I never used to do no drill on them thing there.
Most of the drill we used to do the passing. And we used to have like 2 man with pass going up and down the field and then next set go afterwards and next set go. But most of it was practical thing. You pick team and you play and then start the game and them tell you what you're doing wrong and things. And I tell you something, it worked out better because in the game, that's where you really have to develop your skill and concentrate a lot.
That's what I'm realizing, because you couldn't develop it in training because you never have enough ball to develop. Okay.
No, but the truth is this. We as young men used to do our thing on our own. When you go home, you used to get like 1 ball and you juggle it and you roll up some socks together. And as you say, orange and everything there. And man used to buy some
and box, And
man used to buy some little plastic ball and throw against the wall and catch them chest and things. So into the fact when you go Manning Cup training, I'm going to tell you this, you know. You are a Manning Cup coach or Manning Cup. I keep telling people this. It's a player. I tell my players this when I coaching. A player came to me one time and said, boy, coach, I want you to make me into a good footballer. And I said to him, this was minor league. I was coaching minor league. I coached minor league the year I finished playing. The following year I coached minor league at 18. Right? And I said, these players are good players now, you know. Players like Junior Groves and them sort of played it. And I said to the player, I said, listen, I can't make you as a coach, you know. But you, the player, can make me a good coach.
Oh, you can't make them a good player, but they can make you a good coach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is it. No coach can make man good, man. They make the coach good. Because it's based on what they do on the field. Will give the coaches the name that them get. So boy, that's a big coach or a coach are good enough.
I want people to hear this. Like, no coach cannot make a player.
Good can't make good players. Because tell how good players come about. Good players come from, first of all, a youngster having a passion for the game.
Yeah.
What I mean by that player will put the game in front of everything that is so important to you, the onlooker, but not important to him. The game is the most important thing to him. Man, I tell him, say, boy, you can't give up education, you can't, boy, schoolwork. And then, boy, I'm not busy with that. It's football, he want to play. And nothing going to stop him. And when you see a youngster have that passion, he will go out and do everything. I'm going to tell you this. You have a lot of youngsters in Jamaica today can't read and write, but they are the most intelligent player on the field. I hear people talk foolishness about the boy if you dunce in a class, him can't write. It's stupidness. You see the game that the youth play, him have his degree in that. I am telling you. Yes, whole of youth in the ghetto who don't have the education like whole of man, but they can't play football like them, and you don't know ball like them. And you're not as intelligent as them on the field. Because that is what they learn and that's what them study. Them study the game. They are the one, them develop from their own instincts and from their mistakes and from others' mistakes. Yeah. And them watch and them pay attention to that more. No, if that you translate that into his schoolwork, then it will be brilliant.
Yeah. I think and
But
so the point is really this. Like when you look at a
so,
Lionel Messi, a coach did not make him a good player. He
no
just
man.
he it is his own passion. What the coach did then is add to what was already there.
What
But
a
the player,
coach does,
yeah.
what a coach does is give you exercise to develop the skill that you have.
Oh, you don't make them good, you develop what is already there. Right.
What you
So
already did.
it
And that
makes
come
sense.
from out,
Yeah.
and that come from out of his personal playing. Messi
Because
and them
the
roll up a
truth
little
is,
street
yeah.
football.
The truth
Street
is,
football,
yeah.
yeah, scrimmage, no coach around them. Call it freestyle football. Freestyle football. So I'm gonna play with all 6, 7 year two time. If I dribble between the theater them, if I kick, if I do all kind of things. Now, what a coach will do now is see that ability and then add to it by giving him exercise.
To
But you
bring
see,
out bring out the ability that is already there.
that is there. But you see the thinking of the game. Remember this: a coach can go on a technical board, or anything, and say, "Boy, this is how I want to play with my team and show you some movements. I want to make a move." But you the player, already have the knack of how to move into space, by yours playing scrimmage with the youth, them, you play this and that, and other things. Your intelligence of the game will carry you to that. And I hear a lot of mis you information about, boy, if a youth, if you're not bright in school, him not gonna play good football, him not gonna play good cricket, him not gonna do this, him not gonna run good. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. If you listen to some youngster talk football or reason football that can't even read and write, you have to wonder. Simos come and say a thing, and I don't think much people pay attention to it. Him say what the PhD is in the man's foot, not in his head.
Yeah. I
We must
think,
talk
yeah.
about what we must talk about Walter Boy and them. Him say Walter Boy PhD, his degree is in football, not
Yeah.
education,
Yeah.
not academic schoolwork, I should say. Sorry, not academic schoolwork. But
Yeah.
we tend to put on our own, and that's what I hate about it. We love
So
to
let me
put
say,
down.
because we don't want to go, we don't want to get into the coaching part, because we want to go back to your own journey where you were, right? Because we don't want to stray from that. But I
Yeah, I
need
don't
to,
do enough talk about myself still,
yeah. But I
Yeah,
know,
go
man,
on,
we're
go
going,
on,
we're
go
going
on.
to come up, because one of the things I want to
Mm.
say is that I think this person here that calls himself Professional Pro Club FIFA 20, that's the name he goes by. I think you're completely misunderstanding what the person is saying, right? Number one, he's saying that no coach can make a good player. Messi is not the player he is because of a coach. Understand this. Usain Bolt was fast. What he needed was somebody to harness his speed.
Yeah.
Messi had a talent. All he needed was people around him to harness his speed. That is not hard to understand. In anything that you do, that's what you need. Nobody can put talent into you. Nobody can put good
Mm.
footballing gene into you. I want you to understand. Brian Lara just needed somebody to harness his batting skill to help bring out what is already there. That is the point he's making. So don't misunderstand the thing, right? Now, he's also making a point where he says intelligent minds make better footballer. What is intelligent? He's talking about you don't have to be intelligent, don't mean you need a degree. He's saying
Yeah.
that Walter Boyd, Rene Simoe says his PhD is in football. Simply put, professional pro club FIFA 20. Being intelligent don't mean having 20 CXCs and 9
Yeah.
GCEs and having a first degree and graduating with honors. Listen, I don't like talk about education, but doctorate and those and masters and those things don't necessarily mean if I take up a football and play, I'm going to play better than a man who can't read and write properly. That's the point he's making. And because intelligence is different from being intelligent is different from being educated. Right? being intelligent is different from being educated. There are many people who are educated, but in the real world, they are real fools.
Man is man. Simple
But
put, man is man. You think Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, and any of them man could go university based on academics?
there you go. You're
It's
right. Man. We're
because,
not,
it's because of the basketball skill why they was able to get into university.
yeah,
Nothing else.
yeah.
But
we're not.
I
We want to
don't
go
want
back to the
somebody
story. I just
I
wanted
don't,
to.
I don't,
Yeah.
I think
Go
I
on.
don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying, right? I don't want. I'm not saying that an intelligent person cannot be a good footballer neither. I am saying 90% of sportsmen is not, because if for them to be a doctor, they mean that them couldn't be a good footballer because them have to spend them time and them passion and them love to be a doctor and to study.
Yeah.
For a matter of fact, it has been said to win a medal at Olympics. Listen to me, to win a medal, and I'm talking about gold medal now. Medals start from bronze. To win even a bronze medal at Olympics is harder than to become a doctor.
Yeah.
But why I say it is harder, the work that you have to put in as a footballer or a athlete, a man can't take up a book and start read and him tell him put it down,
Yeah.
and
Certain
pick it
things.
up.
Yeah. Certain things
Certain
that
things,
you would
right.
cause it to detract from that. But I mean, we
But all right, so
want to
let's
talk.
go on. Let's
Yeah.
go
So
on.
let's
So let's
go
go
back
on.
now to
So
right.
when
Face.
so when I went down to
Face.
QC,
Right.
it
Yeah.
was after that game. And when I went, there was 7 goalkeepers there. And I was stand up behind the goal, try to get at the ball and throw it back out for the man and for kick, because they must have been kicking practice. And then what you do, you have to form 2 line, right? And you pass the ball to the coach. Now, this is how I will tell you, with few balls, this is how you develop everything. Because every exercise you do, incorporate another skill. So sometimes the coach will catch the ball and throw it in the air, you have to catch it on your chest, put it down and then shoot. Although it's kicking practice, you're still getting control exercise.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Passing exercise. Because you have to pass and the coach will sometimes shift to the left, shift to the right, and you have to make the pass to him and him give you back a wall pass. You run on, dribble, shoot. Things like that. So, while behind the goal now, I say 7 goalkeeper now. So after a while, the coach will say change, and I'm changing, and keep changing. And things. But true, I was so small now, like there was a player them realize I come out from Manning Cup. Right? And so the goalkeeper keep changing. Well, the goalkeeper, the main goalkeeper now, a ball got straight to him foot and him drop and start laugh. And while him down on the ground now, some of them want to kick. Some just run going on the goal before in front time. And there is now him start kick to me, I make some save, I dive and I make save. Then I think it was Mara McLean who said, but wait, which goalkeeper that? And the man him start orbit and the man start attacking and say, boy, but wait, we not score again. So the man go near him and say, coach, push a little, some ball near that man. We could go up a little more. So them come up now, closer to the goal. And I'm a pelt it and it's me that.
Yeah.
So every man said, don't change him yet, man, to score. Right? And I'm a try score until, then yes, a man score. Then one of them come look at me good and say, but wait, now look at you, this way keep and nearly kill you up off Franklin the field. Kill Franklin Palmer, I could lose. And from there, them recognize me and I started to go training regular.
From in second form.
Well, yeah, I was leaving
into third form. Oh, you were going into third form. Yeah.
Come to September now, I start third form.
Third form. So you played in the Europa Cup. You were talking about Europa Cup, no?
So the Europa Cup game now, that will be the first game, the Manning Cup game. Now, we're training all of this time, them don't call the last day of training, we finish training, right? The coach him said to me, he said, boy, I go and be in the World Cup team, It's a morning I wake up, and my father love to read the Gleaner. And my father read the paper from front page to back page. He read advertisement, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And anything the paper say, if it's not even if it's not true, it's true because it is in the paper.
Yeah.
So my father said, Donovan, come here. He used to call me Tony because there was a cricketer named Tony Lock, who was a bowler, who he wanted me to be a cricketer. Because I used to play cricket, I played Sunlight too. So he called me and said, Donovan. He said, Tony. I said, yes, daddy. He said, oh, you didn't tell me that you was going to play that you're in the KC team to play Europa Cup tonight. I said, me, daddy, where you get that from? He said, look, here's the team in the paper. When I look at Glina, I see them name the St. George's team and them name the KC Manning Cup team. And I see Donovan Hayles. And I say, why? Right away my head get light, I said, really? So I said to Mama, I said, well, Mama, get out some gears from me quick. And Mother take out some goalkeeping gears and things. And I see where the game start. At the time, Europa Cup used to play inside of the stadium. Right? And then what you had was us, World Boys and the Manning team play. In those the two teams.
Okay, it wasn't all the games that we know are seen played.
And when I went to the stadium now, full stadium up not to capacity, but the grandstand was about 90% full. The grandstand, and then the bleachers in front of the grandstand was also about 70 to 80% full. Right? For the Europa Cup. And then so when I reach the stadium now, one things, we stand up outside and so players are come, I say other players come. I tell you now this little statue. You didn't have no fence between the grandstand and the stadium. No fence was there. You could just walk straight into this into the stadium, and then you have a gate man that stop you, look at your ticket also. And the McDonald tunnel was there. So there was a man named Pinky Smith who used to run that gate with a top Jamaican footballer. I think he's the father of Bobby Smith,
Yes.
Pinky Smith was a very good, very, very, very good footballer. And he used to give all of us footballers advice. He used to, what to do and things. Well, when I outside, I say other players coming and players coming. And then finally when we all there and the coach come, and about time, he will take us all to the gate and say to the gate man, this is the Kingston College team, and then we'll count you off and we could go inside. Like it was 16 of us supposed to be there, and count you off and went in. And then it's in the changing room now that I was named to start in the goal. And that game now, George's team had a player named Ignatius Patterson, very, very good player.
George is on the team. What's the name of that player from George? Is Ignatius Patterson?
Ignatius Patterson. Oh, man. Well, you laugh, but my middle name is Ignatius. Yeah, man, that about Ignatius Hayles.
Ignatius?
Yeah, man.
So where did DV come?
DV does out of Donovan, I have one nickname, but I won't tell them, I won't laugh, but DV stick, and I'm glad for that. Yeah. Then you had so yeah, man, very good player. Devon Lewis. Brilliant player.
Yeah.
So I kept in that game and I had an outstanding game.
That is the Europa Cup.
Europa Cup, yeah. I won't say outstanding game, I say a reasonable game.
George is one though.
No, man. George is gonna be KC them time. The World Boys won their game. It used to go, Europa Cup. The World Boys play first, and then the two scores will combine. They will average a two score, and with the two scores now, after you average it, that person win. But if the goals them tie up, if the two said KC World Boys win 1-0, and George was to win, President Boy was to win 1-0, then we share the cup.
Okay.
So the World Boys beat our World Boys 3-0 that day.
George's beat KC. And
World
then
Boy,
you guys won the Manning Cup game. Who was on the Manning Cup team? Who were some of the players that were on your team? Because you are now the goalkeeper, because now going into the season, you're going to be the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Yes. Fine play Europa Cup, you know you go and play because Europa Cup was 2 weeks before the start of the competition.
All right, so now get into the start of the Manning Cup this season, for that season. This is 1970 now.
Yeah, man. So the September now. So this is about 2 weeks after the Europa Cup now.
Yeah.
We go school in September. That team, that Manning Cup team was.
Yeah, somebody said that the statement about you could have been St. George's could have been KC them time. There was a strong statement.
Yeah, man.
Maybe it's a St. George's, man.
Yeah, man. It's not true, but man. George will beat up George's regular, man.
Okay. So go ahead now. So,
but you know, we go already the Buckler North Street. That team consists of Cat Brown, right? This is Vernon. His name is Vernon, right? We call him Cat Brown. His brother played Manning Cup in '65 with Jumpy them and that famous team. They call him Mouse. They call him Mouse Boy.
Yeah.
Right. You add defense. T.C. Campbell, Trevor Campbell.
Okay.
Who was an outstanding athlete and a brilliant left back. Right? So, and then you had Derek Dennison in midfield.
Who went on to play for Boys Town? Derek Dennison.
Yeah, man. He played for Boys Town while going to school.
Okay.
Derek Dennison. Right? Howard Bell.
Juicy Bell was on your team as well that first year?
Yeah, man, captain.
Okay.
So you might tell you now, me and my idol are playing now.
Your first season of Manning Cup?
Yes, my first season. Howard Bell, captain. Right? Rat Smith. Mario McLennan. All these players went on to university in Howard. First black university to win.
All of these players went on to university?
Yes, man.
Okay.
To the Howard University. I went
Howard
to that.
Howard University?
Yes. I come in 1972 at the end of the Manning Cup. Lincoln Phillips came to Jamaica. At the time I was now in Ford Farm.
No, man. No, roll on there because we don't want to get to 72 yet. We don't want to get to it right. So let's go through 70
So 70, that's the team.
Right. So that is the team.
So Rat Smith, centre forward, we had Rat Smith, you had Vernon, you have, again, I tell about a player named Slack, we call him Slacker Brown.
Juicy Bell in midfield.
Juicy Bell striker. No, Juicy Bell plays centre forward.
Okay. Yeah,
T.C. To me, scored the best goal I've ever seen inside a national stadium in that Manning Cup that year and things. Then you had right? As I said, so the team was a formidable team, but the big team and the favorite for Manning Cup was Trench Town.
Oh, right. Because the year before, they had defeated you guys with that. Here's what you're saying. That the man scored the header from half line. That's 69. So 70. Diego Gordon and all of those guys are still at Trench Town.
Still at Trench Town with the inclusion of Carl Brown. Carl
Brown joined that team now in 70.
I got Gilbert. He was Bob Marley, chef and thing and playing the band too. Played centre half. I went 9 starting juvenile players in that team. Jamaica juvenile players in that team.
In what team?
Yeah, man. The mother
in the Trench Town team?
The Trench Town team.
Whoa.
Trench Town team. Herbert Garden.
The Welsh brother, any of the Welsh brothers were there?
No, man. Welsh brothers are long before my time, man. I will watch them in Kangakaf.
Okay.
Right? Then you had Devon Lewis, who was attending George's, come over, leave from George's after the Europa Cup. After losing to Case in the Europa Cup. Him leave and went to Trench Town to play a Manning Cup. Because those days you can leave school anytime,
And just go and play at the next school?
Yeah, man.
No, sitting out, no nothing at all. Just move and go
sit
and play.
Out, man. No, man, you know them ruler, man. You never sit out ruler, no. Like that. I don't have nothing about say, boy, you have 45%. Headmasters used to take care of that. If you know how to do your schoolwork and come school, you can't play for them school, man. Or if
Oh,
I have rule,
the headmasters, those times they're very strict. That, yeah.
not always strict. That is to show you how the system break down. If you have to make a rule for headmasters not to use youngsters who is attending school, it's a joke. Every youngster that step into a high school should be able to play a Manning Cup, regardless of what his percentage is. It is you, is the headmaster must know if the youngster is trying his best to do his schoolwork and sport. Because if a youngster doing, if a youngster is doing and really now get trouble in school, attending school and working hard, but him not bright, him for play a man. That is his calling.
Hold on, I feel like this person was on the team with you, you know. No, not this one. This is a different person. This is Sefton saying Spangler, Devon Lewis, and Bionic. Howard Yunus I think they're completely different, statement. But Spangler, Devon.
Him call two names there, man. Brilliant footballist, Devon Lewis.
Yes.
One of the best dribbler you had in Jamaica football them time there. Even with the Alan Coles around, you know. Devon Lewis used to same tie the ball to him boot string.
Okay.
To him boot lace. Use him like the ball was tied onto his boot lace. When dribble the ball don't come off him foot. The ball at 2 yards in front of him and nothing.
All right. So let me go back to something because we want to stick because we're going through the journey because we don't want to stick to it. We're gonna come back to the Lewis story. But so what you're saying is that in those days, the headmasters used to make sure attendance was there. The headmaster make sure that students were doing their work and trying their best. Therefore, there was no need for a rule. So based on that, your position now would be, it shouldn't be a rule. As long as that child is trying their absolute best in school, they should be given the opportunity to play, even if they don't meet a certain percentage, because they are doing their best.
Yes, because you see the rule now. The rule is not for the youngster, you know. The rule is they make the rule for the headmaster, them, you know. But the youngsters suffer for it.
All right, because it is the headmasters who are not being upright in their behavior, basically.
Yes, right.
So to monitor the headmasters, the youths are being
headmasters used to make play a Manning Cup or the Costa Cup and then them not come back to school and it's all right to them.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Or them take them in and know that they are not up to the standard. The real truth, the fact is that they make them rule for govern themselves, but make the youngster that come to school and play football suffer.
You know what? It's a very good point because the truth is, if a headmaster sign any paper that makes a child who is not coming to school play, and you put in a rule, it shouldn't be for the child. It has to be for the headmaster because the headmaster is allowing it. Very good point. Very good point.
Douglas Forrest would have called out any youngster once him look on him. So if you're doing in the sports at KC, Douglas Forrest make sure that the teachers then report to him about your behavior and about your schoolwork.
Remember, not all of us go to KC, you know, so you have to tell us who Douglas Forrest is in.
Douglas Forrest was the headmaster at KC.
Okay.
Right? You have a man at St. Andrew Tech. They used to call him what his name was again? Him don't joke neither. St. George's. St. George's. And I'm going to tell the man who call about St. George's. Why St. George's used to find it hard in a Manning Cup is that St. George's used to have one of the highest thing for you for play a Manning Cup for them. You have to all have GC subject before you came touch a field. St. George's.
You hear that, Owen. You have to be extremely bright.
So true that now. The truth know them better players. George's almost play 6 farmers play now.
Oh, back in your time.
Yeah, man. Although there's not a rule for that, you know. But the George's headmaster, don't joke, man. And then a whole of boy used to get boots because them feel them in that term class examiner. Not
kick out of the school.
Me say you go first farm and you're supposed to pass and go second farm and you fail, gone. If you got George's, you're gone, man. Find a next school.
Whoa. Oh, are these things real? Are these things real things?
Well, you can't ask man when you got George's them time and make him tell you.
Whoa.
Right? That's his George's now, you know. No, KC different. Mr. Forrest, now that my guy him say school is there to teach you. As long as you are trying, it's all right, Mr. Forrest. Okay. You must show that you are trying.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
All right.
Wow.
Then
So now,
you have Mr. Wap now for Excelsior. Serious thing that too. You don't go Excelsior, you don't go Camperdown, you don't go. Matter about all the school, let me know. Meadowbrook, Jago, Manuel College,
the principal used to
Cornwall
hold the
College.
order. The headmaster used to hold the orders in the school.
What do you mean, man?
So you never
Coach
needed
Ball,
a room.
man. Coach Ball, coach of all good player enough for cry because the headmaster saying can't go to the field because him not do good in school work. I don't rule that. That is the headmaster of the school, and no business from school lose. Him not going out there. Or if he was rude in class and get a detention, we had a thing called detention those days.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah, man.
behave
It's
bad
not
in,
detention.
you
Yeah.
behave bad in class, you stay back and do more school work for about an hour or 6 hours. Come in and sit in with you. Sometimes give you lines to write, but I was a
man.
bad boy today. Yeah. And then give you 1,000 line and then bring an exercise book, come and say, you have to fill out that 1,000 line. Yeah. So, and this is not teachers keeping that, it's the prefect. See, this matter is like you're one kind. The person that you go school with. That is almost in your age group. Is this
these things seem like, boy, we have to say, well, boy, maybe the system was too tough back then, but it worked in its season, and we have transitioned into a new phase
man.
where we probably have to look at new
and
ways. You
go,
can't
yeah,
stick to the
discipline.
old, you can't stick to the same old ways. But
No.
so 1970, yeah, man. So 19...
No, but all I'm saying though is that for me, honestly, I am upset about the Manning Cup rule, about 45% and about attendance. Because that is saying to me that the headmasters are not in control of them school.
Yeah.
It is them.
I totally understand the point. So 1970 now,
so same to now. So same to now.
Let's get back to the story,
Yeah, man. Trenchtown with that star-studded team. Diego Garden, Devon Lewis up front. You had a friend with Carl Brown. You had a guy called Puskas, who used to play for Santos too. I mean, Trenchtown, man can't tell that team was, I say no, 9 Jamaican under 19 players on that team.
Yeah.
The 4th game was against Kingston College inside the National Stadium. The 2 best teams in the Manning Cup was meeting in the 4th game of the competition. Those days, you didn't have zone. Everybody play everybody.
Oh.
And the team with a full league and the team with the most points win. So
really?
we had, yes.
You never had like semi-finals and finals?
No, man. Team, a league, 1 straight league, and the team with the most points win.
This is 1970?
1970. 1970.
I didn't know that.
1970.
People, how many of you knew that in 1970 that was how the league was? You played everybody in the Manning Cup and the team with the most points win. How many persons knew that? Because I didn't. Here Devon Porter saying that the stats principal name Isaac Henry. We call him
Isaac Henry, man. Isaac Henry. That is the man. Thanks very much. Yeah. Isaac, them headmaster. And I just call those
Devon Porter works with from Harborview in Canada that runs the academy over the Grow.
Okay. Yes, Devon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Is that Devon Porter? Yeah.
And no, the thing about it to say is that I call those names, but those weren't the only headmaster, And I tell you,
I know what you mean. I know. I just brought it up because he said that. So now,
right. So, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing in the country. Same thing. It's Emmanuel College.
I know that. Yeah, man. This is one of the things that has affected Manning's life for many years.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And states. Yeah, man. It was just a matter of principle and the right thing to do. I'm not about over all sports. I'm not about us Manning Cup. I'm not about athletics, everything. Yeah. So the youth knows the real boy. Him at school to do schoolwork. Right? Football wasn't seen as an extra.
So 1970, you said that the competition had the 4th game was the 2 best teams, which was in your estimation, Trenchtown and who was the other best team? KC.
Yeah, KC, man. We're the 2 favorites. We're the 2 favorites that year.
So both of you met. How did the game go? Because now you are keeping for the team. You're the goalkeeper. 1970, right?
All right. So the night before the game, now the last training session done by KC, some of the players them come to me and say, boy, DV, you keep the first 2 games good now, but you're too small. Don't turn up tomorrow. Tell him say 6, so the reserve goalkeeper. Who was the goalkeeper
season before.
Who end up keeping the year before? The reserve goalkeeper to me now. I kept the year before after the other goalkeeper, me tell you, mess up and make man score from all the half line.
With them header from half line, right? So they
Yeah,
took him out and
took
paid
him
the
out and
reserve
put in the
goalkeeper.
other goalkeeper. Who was a better goalkeeper, really?
Yeah.
Right? Was a better goalkeeper. And him kept for the rest of the season. So automatically, them expect him to keep this season. And him also keep for Franklin Town.
Okay.
In the Manning Cup, in the thing there. So the player must boy DV, you know, going on, man. KC come first and Rafa win by. You're not gonna manage a game because it's too small. I say no, sir, I play, man. I say no, you can't, don't come, and they might beg me not for play, you know, and things, and the player, they might, what for play, you know. So to me that, you know, a little youth and things, you know, and boy, I remember get on and eat my skin, you know, and I, you know, push me about the place, and I say, boy, if you don't say you're sick, we're gonna beat you up, you know. You know, ready?
Yeah.
We'll beat you up if you don't say you're sick and things. So me start crying now. But they must have tried to frighten me still, you know. And I tell you, know, those players are players that love me, you know. And me and them was very close after. But just that they must have think about KC for win and them figure more else I couldn't do the job, you know. So I couldn't understand that because I was very small. Because it must be, you know, them time they, you know, I was smaller than how I small as smaller.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Right? So I could understand it now, and I knew where they were coming from. They never really against me, but it was really, they were for the school. They're not against me, but for the school, they want to win. And then figure more or less, the goalkeeper, we call him Jester, would have been the right man, you know? And if I never believed in myself, I'd have said the same thing too. You understand me? So, them do that. However, they came to the cars, them telling, you know, we don't really have a good changing room. So, we used to use the hose in the night and beard off before we go home, and then run in a classroom upstairs naked and put on a uniform and go back home. So when I was up in the classroom, I start crying now because rest of man him gone now. So then I come upstairs and hear me cry and say, "One to you, little goalie." I miss us, you know, you scam that, no, I'm tell him. Him say, "No man, that's not right, man. I'm a teammate." I'm say, "Dennis, I don't want to say nothing, man. Just, you know, I understand the man things." Him say, "All right." Him say, "No." And call Ori. Call was still there until Ori. Yeah, Ori captain said, "Boy, you want me? You coming tomorrow, come keeps." I say, "Yes." Him say, "Good." Him say, "Nobody know what do you know. Just relax and everything." I say, "Yeah." Well, the next year I go, you know, and everything. But it's a Trenchtown game now. When I drive out from KC, you know, because the world boys used to come and pick up and carry to the stadium. Games used to play.
When they used to come pick you up in cars.
Yeah, man. That's and transport. Because we don't have a school bus them days there.
Okay.
No, games used to play two
and the
places.
game is at the National Stadium.
Yeah, man. Games used to play inside the National Stadium and Sabina Park.
Okay.
That was the two venue for the Manning Cup. 13 teams in the competition, you play 12 games.
Oh.
The top 4 go to Walker Cup, and you play semi-finals and finals. That's the only knockout competition.
Okay, but the Manning Cup, the team with the most points end up winning after you played 12 games. Because was it 2 rounds, like 24 games or 12 games?
No, man. 1 round. 1 round.
Oh, okay.
1 round. 1 round. So you get 1 chance. All right. So, on our way to the stadium.
You know what would be interesting because Robert asking how many teams were in the Manning Cup in 1970, and you just said 13 teams, 12 games.
Yeah.
Because he said when he went to school and he went to KC, he said that there were 2 zones with 8 teams each. I don't know when that was. That was probably in the early 80s.
Zone came in
in the 80s.
No, man. 73.
73. Oh, because you had more teams coming into the competition.
Yeah. 1970 and 71 to 72, when Woolmers won, it was a straight competition. Okay, when Woolmers play a finals, we both tied.
Hold on. Wait, because we don't get there. You know what? I jump the journey, man. We want to track the thing. So give us. Right. We're still at 1970 now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So the big game now, was the Trenchtown.
So they tell me to come and keep.
Yeah, man. I was going. Nobody will stop me, man. I will keep, man. Amigo, man. Hey, I wasn't afraid of no. I was just a brave person, a young brave person. So anyway, I turned up and I knew I going to perform. I believe in myself, you know. So anyhow, when we school the day and everything, you know, everybody cool, man cool, you know. They must have just a thing them that try, you know. Cause I mean, as kids, it's just really good at school, you know. And then the top players, them in the team, you know, like the Cat Brown and the Mario, them and them, man, you know. They be different, you know, the man say, easy yourself, man. Anyhow, they I'm with way to stadium now. This is where more the teacher start. It's when I look from KC Gate, go straight up to Sabina Park, past Sabina Park, going up to Crossroad, is a line of KC students that I go stadium for watch match. Now, I must tell you this too. In those days, every school used to give out a book packeting of passes where all students could attend the game free at in the bleachers.
Okay.
And you'll have so judges will have a call it number from 1 to 12. Because 12 games you have. And judges passes will be blue. Judges pass will be blue. Camperdown pass is brown. KC pass is purple. Whatever color school is. Right? Excelsior pass was in green.
So when the season starts, every student in the school get one of those
Every
books with
single
12
student.
passes, one for each game.
Yes. Yes. And then what you have now, you have we play Manning Cup now. Me just find a little my judge's friend and just give my KC pass and then give my judge's pass. So when KC not play, me can watch judge's match.
I see.
You know, and then then my sister used to go exercise now, and she not watch a football because she vexed
so
me.
even the girls get the.
Listen, I say every student. Listen, every student. In the first farm, in the farm, you know, and the farm teacher come, and if the farm teacher have 30 youngsters in our class, or girls, students, 30 students, them give out 30 pass to that class.
Okay.
And the next class, if you have 25, if you have 15, if you have 30, if you have 40, if you have 100 students, it's 100 pass that for that class.
Okay.
Them call you register, and you go up and you sign the register and you get your pass.
So your sister was upset because you never went to Excelsior. She was upset.
No, she upset because I started playing football and that took away the attention from she. Because we were like peas in a pot in a Tory. Everything was a Tory.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. I remember I come from baby stage, we played Dolly House together.
You're a twin and all.
Yeah, I would go in between that and everything. So when I start playing football now, I drift from her because me and my other brother Shannon now up and down. Right. Him now I be in the ball because I'm a big baller, you know.
Yeah, you look down the road and you see the whole line of KC, man. What that mean? Them walking from Kingston College to stadium?
The stadium, man. Yeah, man. School let over early for the match. School let over early for the match day, you know. So the student can go watch game.
And then walk from North Street.
Yes, man. Straight to stadium. Yeah, man, with them flag, bugle, and them a cheer going up the way now. Them a cheer. Yeah. Right? And then when judges go, all they can hear is STGC, STGC. And when KC match go up here, 40s, Saturday, nothing for test. That. And soon my chant go up, you know, and I dance, and flag a fly. In Trenchtown now, when you look now, you see a bungler Trenchtown man from Crossroads now, up out of wind. With them flag, with them brown and white flag, Trenchtown for color, and them I sing Trenchtown Rock. Don't watch that. Trenchtown Rock. We're a big fish or sprat. Cause Bob Marley just make that song in the week, you know.
Okay. The week when they ever play the game?
Yeah, man. That man want if Bobby make the song for them still. Yeah, man.
This is real history. I'm telling you, this is so fun.
So when we reach the stadium now, you know, now is this how the tension start? Can we use this amount of school youth and people are come from work, I come off a bus and I'll go up out of Wind Drive from Mountain View, come across. None of you never build them time. So people walk to the open lot, come through, come a stadium. Okay. Man, I'm going to tell you this, and you might not believe me. You might not believe me. It's when I go inside the stadium and the match going play, the players so part that man have to start jump the fence, can't go through the gate. Because them days what them used to do, stupid like KC, them never used to open every gate, you know. them open like all 2 gate in the bleachers and 1 gate a grandstand to control the crowd.
Oh.
In idea inside the stadium, you see the 1980 campaign to World Cup.
Yeah.
So the stadium look.
1998.
98.
Yeah.
Every seat, step,
For this is just the 4th match you're playing and
4th match and Manning Cup. And everywhere, they have to lock the gate now and say no more man can come in. A man start jump fence.
Yeah. So Trenchtown versus Kingston
KC.
College, 4th match of the season.
Yeah, man. And when I walk up on the field, man, I couldn't even hear myself. I talked to Dennis behind me and foot beside me, and I came here with Dennis. I said, the crowd and the noise and the cheer.
Yeah.
Full capacity. I'm not exaggerating now. And if a man go to the match, he can tell the truth. That was it. You must have run people off a cycle track to go back inside their stands.
Yeah.
The way the stadium park.
All right, now you need to get to the game and tell us what happened, because that is a big deal, because you brought up that game because obviously it determined whether or not KC would win in 1970. So tell us about what happened in that game.
Well, boy, my performance, I don't really see myself now, but man tell me, but my performance was impeccable that day, man. Trench on the game start and
as a
at the
13,
goal.
14-year-old now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, still 13 plus, because January come out be 14, come in September.
Yeah. Right.
But, you know, we call it 13, 14. We're going to 14. So, because come January, I'm going to be 14.
Yeah.
So, no, I think I've been 14 that time. Anyhow, I want to tell you, you know, when I was walking, I looking at bleachers now, just to see a Bob Marley, I jump the fence to you. I think it's in my Alan to you know. Yeah, man. I come inside.
Bob Marley.
Yeah, man. Them man used to follow the football and love it, man. And love the school, man. I'm cheer for Trenchtown.
Man, say him probably see Bob Marley and skill call jump the fence. But you can't say them things, man. Bob Marley not jump the fence, man.
Yeah, man. Them man used to jump fence regular, man, because not beat, you know. I don't beat them, I beat, you know.
No, because I know what you mean.
You can't get through the gate.
You can't get in, so you have to jump the fence to get in.
But what I'm not, it's stadium wall, the bleachers wall.
Yeah.
You could have walked from right, it wasn't that high, you know.
Okay.
Them add-on piece to it. So basically, when people, there was that little verge going up, right? And it's a slope. So when you reach a wall, you could look over the wall.
Oh.
And then them that hold on the flagpole, them now, and just climb over and just come down. There was no spikes and that, because you remember still building in the 60s, you know, and discipline and things was there. So man don't really beat more than so. Anyhow, when the game start, Trenchtown on a rampage, man.
Hold on a sec. Somebody saying, Sanchez again saying that, yes, Manny's money used to walk from school to stadium for champs and Manning Cup. Yeah,
man.
So there you go. Yeah, so match full. You say you probably think you saw Skill Cole and Bob Marley can't get in, have to come over the fence to get in to watch the game. Trenchtown Rock just boss in the week, and you're playing against Trenchtown. Game start. Yeah. They say you have an excellent game, but what was the score at the end of the game?
Well, I won't come to the score, you know, because it's the first 10, 15, 20 minutes. Trenchtown bombard the goal, you know.
Yeah.
Early breakthrough, me and Diego alone. 1 against 1, and we go.
This is Diego Garden, right?
Diego Garden, man, and enter the 18-yard box and kick to the far post, you know. Low and hard. And it's me that I pick it out, you know. Out of the corner, you know. Full length.
Yeah.
And when I pick out that shot, man, when I pick out that save, man, whole of my team lift. Because everybody say one love, you know. Them days, you know, it's when a man kick, and from especially close range, and like it beaching in the stadium, all you hear the whole stand up and now, go, go. No one save it.
Yeah.
You know, and after that, you know, it's like my team get confident. Well, midway the first half, about after 20 minutes, I remember the play. I think I thrown out a ball to TC Campbell. I'm trying to remember. It was a quick throw because I used to start by the game quick. That was one of my high points as a goalkeeper, and a lot of coaches love me for that. Was my distribution. They used to call me. Them days I was 4-2-4 a player. We never used to play a 4-3-3 or nothing. 4-2-4. 4 defenders, 2 midfield, and 4 forwards. 2 centre forward, outside right, outside left. Left midfielder, right midfielder. Left back, 2 centre half, and a right back. That's the formation almost every team used to play. Right? That was the formation. Because Brazil had just come with that, they call it the double M formation. Had just come with that formation to win the 1970 World Cup.
Okay. And then because
before that, in the 60s, man used to play with 5 forward. Outside right, inside right, center forward, inside left, outside left.
Yeah. Yeah.
And 2 in the midfield. Sometimes there's 1 in the midfield and 3 in the back. Then come the 70s, Brazil come with the 4-2-4, the double M formation, and it give it more balance. So everybody was using the 4-2-4. Right? Yeah. So I think I made a save. And when I made the save and everybody cheer, I just make a quick start back, a quick throw. And the ball played, I think, to Dennis or something like that, to the right side again. And the ball swing cross to Oribel, about 30 yards out. And Ori catch them chest. The center half run coming on to Ori and him using heel and flick it over the center half head. Go around the center half. Before the ball could come down, him climb in the air with a scissors cut. Kick. So him lie down sideways and parallel to the ground in the air, about head height. And kick the ball, And the ball deep into the between the crossbar and the upright. Right in a little corner of the ball, deep. At times, Stadium used to have a piece of iron, we call it back piece, that used to stretch in it, go back to 2 posts. So the goal wasn't like just a frame of goal. It had a back. The ball went and hit on that piece inside the back of the goal. Each up. Now when you picture, a man in the ear lying down parallel to the ground,
Yeah.
And this is from about 20-25 yards out.
This is the best goal that you have seen scored in the stadium. This is the goal they're talking about, right?
Yeah, man.
That's how Juicy Bell scored.
So
is it on video? Because I'd love to see it on video.
We don't have tape them time there. Move it after move it. Them days, those days you have when if you tape anything you have to. For matter of fact, did you know that is 1970 is the first time we could see telecast football in Jamaica that we watch a World Cup in 1974. 1974. So 1970 is the first time World Cup was tape or film in color.
Okay.
Those days, for you to see anything, you'd have to have a projector. You know what a projector is?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That is used.
Right. So you didn't have nothing. So you have a movie thing for film it. A big old movie thing, camera for film a thing. And then
with a big old roll and anything like that. Just watching karate movie back in the days and that they used to use that.
Right. And the earthful thing about it, that JBC, can you imagine this? JBC in 1967 or 69 or something like that. They used to shoot halftime, Manning Cup halftime on television, And then, but them couldn't afford to keep it up. So them do it for about 1 season and then the following season them stop.
That's when
remember there was just 69 and 60, I think 69, them used to show television, football, Manning Cup matches, just the halftime, just some halftime. Because them couldn't film too long. So they showed us some halftime. They used to show the second half of some games.
Okay. So right? Juicy Bell scored that brilliant goal.
Yeah, man.
Give Casey the lead.
Yeah, man. I remember those days, Don't tell you look the camera take photograph. was black and white now, because we never have color film them days there, you know.
Okay.
All right.
So
Martin,
how the game?
man.
Yeah.
So we lead 1-0 going into the break.
Yeah.
And the second half
And
start.
you say it's a 70-minute game, right? Because that time it was 70 minutes up to this.
Yes, after 35 minutes. And then there's, you know, no extra time now. When 30 minutes come, 35 come, it's done, you know, immediately. The referee go.
So there's no additional time. 35
additional time, man. No, there was no such rule. Which additional time? And the referee play a minute over, man beat him, man, say my robber. Yeah, man. Match you start bluff for the ball and media go to goal, you know. And you see the final whistle, you know.
Really?
Yeah, man. Time up.
You have kick out a shot and it going to the goal and the referee bluff the game?
Bluff the man. Yeah, man. Then the ball not travel and the game over, man. You know, reach it. So we lead 1-0 going into the break. Why? Trenchtown come out with vengeance the second half again, and it's me that again, you know, me and them. And late on in the game, with about 5 minutes to go again, I think it's Dennis at this time, pick up a ball, make a dribble through, give it to Oribel, a true pass, and Ori run on to it, and the goalkeeper come, and he must clip it on the goalkeeper. Flick it on the goalkeeper. Very calm, cool finish. Unlike the first one, which was so spectacular, right? And put it on the goalkeeper and make it 2-0. Well, you know, one goal set over because me know 2 goals now pass me.
Yeah.
Hey, when I keep them there, you know. So when you score 1 goal, that is enough.
Yeah.
That season, I only conceded 4 goals. 3 to the opponents and 1 to my team.
12 game in the Manning
Cup.
And then you played Walker Cup that year as well.
Walker Cup also.
So
we win the Walker Cup. We won Walker Cup that year. We won Manning Cup and Walker Cup.
Oh, you actually won the Walker Cup in 1970, the Manning Cup and Walker Cup in 1970?
Yeah, man.
And Trenchtown came second.
No, that's what I do now. Trenchtown lose to Woolmans.
So Woolmans had a good team.
Everybody had it. You're the competition finish. If I could, I have the book near to me. The record was that we won. And the points we win with, the team that came second was Trenchtown. They were 1 point behind us. The team that came third was 1 point behind Trenchtown. And the team that came fourth was 1 point behind the third place team.
Okay.
That's all close. Those days was 2 points for a win and 1 for a draw.
Okay. So
Trenchtown last us.
Yeah.
And drew with Woolmans in the Manning Cup. Right?
Okay.
Oribel scored 24 goals that year. And Richard Davey scored 25 for Woolmans.
Richard Davey.
Yeah.
They broke the goal scoring record.
Yes. Oribel broke the goal scoring record. I think John Harris had the record at 23 goals.
Okay. So KC first, Trenchtown second, Woolmans third, and Excelsior fourth.
Yeah, I think that's where it finished.
Okay.
Yeah. Camperdown had a good team too, you know. Camperdown did well. Camperdown did well.
Yeah. Okay.
But so I tell you, so what happened now that we had won that game. We drew with Excelsior.
Oh, so Excelsior, because Excelsior had some Harborview players as well.
Yeah, man, a good team. And I think they were in 68 they were Walker Cup champions. Manning Cup champions, I think. Sorry, Manning Cup champions in 1968. Okay. And some of those players came over too.
So tell me around who were, because from that 1970 competition that you won the double, you made the all-Manning team as well?
No, I didn't make the all-Manning team that year. The goalkeeper from Harborview, I'll tell you about now, we never loved to keep when we were named Boswell Salmon. kept Allman in.
He was at Excelsior.
No, Camperdown.
Camperdown. Okay, he kept Allman in. Oh, you didn't make the Allman in your first year. Right?
No.
Okay.
But a lot of players on the Allman team now, Devon Lewis was upset. Because they said, no, man, the KC goalkeeper for make the team, man, and things. But I was just a rookie, so I don't think they will that year. But Basil Summers was a very good goalkeeper, don't get me wrong.
All right, so no, here it is. Your first year, you won Walker Cup. You won as a third former. Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
And then the Oliver Shield, we lost to Veer Technical.
Okay, Veer Technical beat you.
Yeah, we beat Veer Technical 1-0 at the stadium and lost 2-0. But boy, that game, I tell you, was a little devious. I think that game should have ended 1-1 because that game went on into the night without lights.
Like you were saying, into the night, what time?
The game started late. The game was supposed to start at 3 o'clock. I didn't start till after 4 because the Prime Minister didn't arrive yet.
The Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Okay, and it was a 70-minute game still?
Yeah, man. The Prime Minister was you, Shearer.
Oh, and he had to be there for the game to start.
When come from his Clarendon.
Clarendon, I see.
He was the MP and he was a big thing at Veer and this is Oliver Shield finals. He not missed that. And he had to meet the team and everything. So the helicopter landed on the field. So the referee tells the game can't start because the Prime Minister is on his way, but he must come in nothing from Parliament. It was Saturday to Saturday, but I think they had an emergency meeting or something. I don't know what it was, our conference. So he arrived late. And when the game started and things it went down, way down. And of course, it was 1-1. Yeah. Miguel Banky Blair scored a goal. Now, Veer Technical had a brilliant team, man. You had E.B. Barrett.
Yes. We're supposed to talk to E.B. Barrett. Yeah, man.
Right? You have a guy that came from Trinidad who used to play for Trinidad team named Douglas. Them call him Trinidad Douglas. Him play with back them too, and him came across and play the following couple years too after that. So his last year was 70. Trinidad Douglas was one of the hardest kicker in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Both feet. Right? You had Dove Marston was on the bench.
That's Peter Dove
Peter Marston, bench.
Was on the bench?
Yeah. Couldn't make that Veer team.
Why that he was one of the biggest ballers in Jamaica and couldn't make that Veer team, yeah?
No, man. He was young too,
He was young at that time.
Man was about the same age,
Yeah.
But at the same time, the Veer team is big.
Okay.
Then it's after that now that Peter Marston became a star, man.
All right, so here's the thing. So normally the interviews are 2 hours. I know you're not going to believe this, but we are 2 hours and 3 minutes. So we have around 12 minutes to wrap up. So let me just say, listen, I want to thank the people who are on. I mean, like I said, we have around 12 minutes to go. I really appreciate all of you on, and I see all the vloggers who are on. I mean, the formula who is normally Andre Anyweather, Coach Minzy, who has his show that is coming up later tonight, Ryan LFC, and all the other vloggers. Big up. But we have to have more parts. This can't be just part 2. This must be part, because you're nothing about his playing career. We just reached his first year at Manning Cup. We are nothing about coaching almost all the youth players that have come through Harbour View. You call the names from the Ricardo Gardners to the Jermaine U. Trust me, right? We're not going to get into that part yet. All right. So let's go back now, and then let us finish up this part. So you lost the Olivier Shield to Veer. Very good team, and that was how your first season kind of ended.
Yeah.
Still playing minor league for Harbour View as well, though. Yes.
And then the following year again now was my final year in the minor league, 72.
No, man, because we just talk about 70, but we don't reach 71 yet.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. How did 71 go for you? And then we can end with 1971, and then we'll pick up when we do the next one. Yes.
71 was a good year again too. Playing. We and Woolmers had a very outstanding team. You know, remember 1971. They won the triple that year. They won Manning Cup,
They were. Oh,
Walker Cup, and Oliver Shield.
yeah.
But when Woolmers went out to it, man.
They beat you.
Yeah, man. I tell you, the Manning Cup was a straight league, right?
Okay.
So when we and them play, we had the same amount of points. And when we and them play, that game ended in a draw.
Yeah.
That game ended in, I think it was 1 hour. The game ended that game, and we had to play next game. We have to play now. We have to play off now for the cup, because both of us finished the same point in the Manning Cup.
So you had a playoff.
Yeah, we both won all the games and we drew.
Okay, and they didn't use that goal difference.
No, man, there's no goal difference, points.
So how did the playoff go against them?
And then in the playoff now, we lost to them. I think it was 3-1.
So I didn't know 3 goals score on you, man.
Yeah, man. No, man, we must in a week with DV. Yeah, man, I think that was the most goal that scored in Manning Cup.
Who are some of the Woolmers players that, I mean...
All right, I'm going to tell you this now. You had centre half, and this man was a great cricketer and one of the brightest, man. I think he's a lawyer in Jamaica. Mordecai.
Peter Mordecai?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
I tell you, man, wicked centre half. Nothing could pass him that year. Magnificent. Yeah. But he said he loved cricket. Cricket was his thing. I was a brilliant cricketer. And he played youth cricket for Jamaica and West Indies and things like that.
Okay.
Right? So you had Mordecai, you have Tolo, who was from Harborview, who both of us playing same man.
Kenneth Tolo.
Keith Tolo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the captain. Them get some man from Trenchtown and GSC. Now, this is where Richard David came from. He used to play for GSC, then he went over to Woolmers. Ron Jones was an English coach who formulated that team. Big team. Almost an army team put together. You had a friend named Frankie Lawrence. Right? Yeah. Played wing back. You had in goal. Oh, careful I get him name, man. Brilliant goalkeeper, man. Soon come back to me. All right. And you had next Tolonge, a player named Tolonge, play forward. You had a player named Samuda. He was a goal scoring machine. Them say he was the worst player on the team, but he's a goal scoring machine. Trust me. And when I say worst, in those days, because he wasn't a blocky type, skill. But once he get the ball, he go in control, turn and finish. All right? Very good finisher. Him scored a lot of goals. Him and Davey up front. Right? You had a player called Bonnie Crocus. He was the manager of Harborview one time too and played for Harborview in the major league. Right? In midfield.
But a lot of these Woolmerians didn't go on to play like football. They just play
for Jamaica, man.
And stuff. Yeah?
Not that here, all of those Manning Cup players, 4 of them end up playing for Jamaica. Tolo played for Jamaica against Mexico in the World Cup. They played World Cup qualification. Tolo, Richard Davey.
In school and played World Cup qualification for Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
They qualified for the Olympics.
They were in school. Mario McLennan played for Jamaica at KC. I was still at school. He was a captain.
It is not Peter, Jamaica but it's Jeffrey Mordecai.
Jeffrey Mordecai.
So they played World Cup qualifying. They played World Cup qualifying, not Olympic. The World Cup qualifying.
They played World Cup and Olympic. They played both World Cup qualifying and Olympic. While in high school.
And George T was a national coach.
George T was a good coach. Yeah. So you had Tolo, who was a schoolboy. You had Davey, who was a schoolboy. You have Mario McLennan, who was a schoolboy. You had Herbert Gordon, who was a schoolboy. Peter Marston, who was a schoolboy. And the team, starting 11, I tell you about, you know.
Oh, whoa, that was a young Jamaica team. What about the Earl Barretts and the Diego Gordon who would have played man in
E.B. Barrett was at school. E.B. Barrett was at school. In goal, you know, who was at school? How could I forget to call his name? To me, one of the best goalkeeper. I will probably give Blake a little edge because of this, after the magnitude that we are
from down in Clarendon as well. And he died.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? We call him Tarzan. Arville Edwards.
Arville Edwards, yeah. You that he was one of Jamaica top goalkeepers, yeah.
Brilliant.
And he was in school as well. Yeah,
yes.
That is true. Whoa. So the starting 11 was that played World Cup qualifying was basically a schoolboy team.
Schoolboy team. And the coach used to call with George. He said, "Boy, I pay schoolboy my pick." You know? But then you had the family players like Chicken.
Clark. You know Clennon Clark. He says Lassell Shaw.
That's a brilliant very technical player now too. Midfield.
Yeah, him don't ready to come on the program, you know. We keep talking.
You have to talk to him.
He said Lassell Shaw was at school as well.
Yes, Lassell Shaw. He played for this Costa Cup too. But guess what now? He missed out on the Costa Cup that year because in a Division 1 game, his foot got broken. He went to kick. Marshall, that is Tyrone Marshall's father, who was playing for Mona. And for the whole time, they was playing, I think it was a practice game. And the national team, they was in the national team and training session. And I think he might run down Marshall the whole day for kick Marshall. We don't know why him up with Marshall. And Marshall said things easy, no man, easy. And he might attack him and go on. And boy, him kick after Marshall, and Marshall just put up his foot, you know, to protect himself, and kick the boot bottom. And he didn't break the foot, but he had a bad torn ligament in the ankle. So he missed out on the Costa Cup that year. And boys told him, man, it vexed with Marshall. I said, boy, MD. But it wasn't for spite, though. I was at training. I was at training. Just
let the people know that. Let the people know that tomorrow we're actually going to be interviewing Tyrone Marshall. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah,
man.
Whoa. Interesting. A Jamaica team that the starting 11 is probably all schoolboys playing World Cup qualifying and Olympic qualifying.
Yeah, man.
That is interesting. I mean, Marky didn't qualify, but you know, it was that good a team.
I want to say something too. We were one game away from going to a World Cup, you know. It was sometime in the 70s here too. We needed a draw against USA. Bob Campbell and those players played that time too.
Yeah, Bob Campbell, go and tell us about that boy, Bob Campbell.
We needed a win.
We needed a win. Yeah, he shared that story.
We needed a win. And in the dying minutes, I don't know if it was Bop or I think the kicker ball. Him name Arthur Latimer, but one of them take a shot to goal. It hit on the crossbar and come down. And Chicken Mason went on with the aim to goal. Because the goalkeeper died full length, you know. And it beat him. Hit the ball and came down inside the 6-yard box. Simple tap home. And Chicken the man can score a goal, you know. And something getting a Chicken decided to kick. And he go back over the bar. The first time George Thompson showed emotion on this bench. George Thompson fall off the bench because it was a World Cup. Would have gone to the 1974 World Cup.
People, how many knew that? One goal and the man get the ball in the 6-yard box and missed it. And Jamaica missed the 1974 World Cup.
And if Bob can tell you too, because I think that was in the final. It was in the final minutes of play too, you know. It was very about the time when I think they scored the goal against USA that was disallowed the other day.
Lord.
Yeah, man. I coach him at my league and under 15.
We don't want to get into all the people you coach yet. This is just we still get to the part here, but somebody was just saying, was saying that Bobby Reid was emulating Chicken.
Yes. But no, to be honest with you, it's all about that distance, about that close. Almost the same thing. The only difference that the ball came off the crossbar back to Chicken. Okay. Yeah, man. But think about it, Chicken was a prolific goal scorer, you know.
Yeah. Somebody's mentioning Howard Magic Head Carr.
Brilliant player too, man. Harborview, midfielder.
Oh, he was in the team in that time too?
Howard Carr? No, man. Howard Carr, young player to me.
Okay, so that's
but I mean, many play at senior level, you know.
Yeah, man. So this is like 19, like it's a 1971, right?
The qualifiers have been before the 74, so that's about 73.
No, man, I'm talking about your journey. We just jumped into 74 to
talk
about that because that is 71. And so now, like I said, we go.
So we lost two Ulmars.
Yeah.
We played them twice and we lost the second game. The Walker Cup was the same thing. We and Ulmars reached the finals of the Walker Cup, but the first game drew again.
Yeah.
That's also how close, how competitive we were. Because in terms of quality, they had a better team, far. But our competitiveness and Ulmars, man, said, boy, one thing with KC, boy. You had
lost any players from the...
Yeah, man. Only 3 players we had retained from the year before. Myself, Mario McLennan, and
so like Juicy Bell had left.
And Dennis. Juicy Bell had left that time. Cat Brown had left. Rod Smith had left. Winston Brown, him got injured early in the season again, was playing some minor league game, and I think him lick out him knee. Then we had a player like Conrad Mullins, who a brilliant centre half, who turned up to training and him and Jumpy was eating a bun and cheese before training, and Jumpy tell him not to come back.
Jumpy was now the coach.
Yeah, man.
In 70.
But Baran should have come back. Because Jumpy does, it's discipline now. And Jumpy was saying to him, say, boy, you can't eat before training and have training and things. So Jumpy said to him, say, yeah, man, you better go home. But Balance never come back after that. And Balance was a brilliant player, right? Centre half. We lost Paul Robinson, one of the better strikers, migrated, But nevertheless, we went to Manning
players. You said that all of these players went to Howard University. Was it?
Yeah, man, 73. Was that batch? The year that Ulmars won.
Right.
About 4 of the players. Yeah, 73. 4 of the players got a scholarship to Ulmars because you know what? I played Allman in that year.
Okay.
Because the following year, I start playing Allman in.
Okay, which is 73.
After 70. My second year now, I got Allman in pick. Harold Smith was the goalkeeper. That's the name I was trying to remember for Ulmars. Harold Smith. Okay. He also did Ergus for them. He was class 1 champion boy at Champs. Ergus. Yeah. Harold Smith. He dies now. May his soul rest in peace. Harold Smith.
Listen, right? There's so much but the time, so we're going. Listen, we have to stop. So listen,
let's quickly on the Howard. We played against Howard University in the stadium, and I kept in that match. It was the all school team. Harold had left. Me and Harold kept Allman in. Both of us keep one half each.
See you next. Hold on, don't move. See you next historian here. Clennon Clark is a historian. He said no DV. Pablo Robinson played 71.
Yes, but I was talking about the following year when Ulmars. No, you're right. Ulmars won that year. Yes, 71. Yeah, he's right.
Right.
Pablo played that year.
It's 1970 won the double, and then Ulmars won the triple in 1971.
Yes. Correct.
Right.
His age, His age,
Yeah, right. Then he had 72, and then you were transitioning to 73. So that's what I'm saying. That let me just keep it
at 71. Okay.
Yeah, let's keep it at 71 because here's the thing, people. There's a lot more we're going to have to get through. And you understand me? This is 2 hours and like 20 minutes. So we're going to have to do a next interview where we complete the story and get into Harborview's days. Then we're going to have to...
Harborview, that's a big thing.
That's a whole next show by itself. Then there's a whole next show on coaching. From coaching Ricardo Gardner, Jeremy and you, Luton Shelton, Fabian Taylor, Donald Stewart, all of these guys coming up. You name them, he has coached them. Not just at Harborview, but even while he was coaching at KC. Yeah, man.
My coaching career at the big man level, I was a player coach. in the National Premier League.
Yeah.
That's where it started. Anyhow, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So we have to tell the world. So we're going to tell the people when next we're going to do this. But I'm going to give you some time to just share because you have many. You have like Claudia, who is a Harborview person. So she used to see you walking up and down on Dolphin Drive.
Dolphin Square, man.
Dolphin,
man. Yes, Claudia. I baby. Nice, man. Nice. I didn't know that Claudia tune into this thing, man.
Yeah. So Claudia, I mean, you have other persons here. I mean, so many. You have Sauti as well, who is here.
Well, big up to Sauti. Big up to Sauti, man. Sauti, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sauti. Enough respect for Sauti, man. Yeah, man.
And I see Pine Action as well. You know,
Hey,
Pine Action.
Pine Action. I love to hear that man on the radio. Pine Action, don't stop the on of it, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, I see those are some of the names that you know, but let's go ahead and take the time and just, pay respect to the persons who have been watching you. Go ahead.
I like to talk about others, because sometimes they are not highlighted. But it's the same Jeffrey Mordecai I'm telling you about. Those people were academically great, and the man play more than one sports in a boss. Mordecai was a fat, a big person, big in body. And when we are playing our game, we say, we're going to run around this. We say fat, this fat youth, Mordecai big, big. Run him. We talk about intelligence. Him know when to drop off or to cover. We couldn't pass him at all.
He was the person you said did hurdles?
No, man. I Smith, the goalkeeper. Mordecai played cricket. Okay. Mordecai played cricket. A brilliant wicket keeper. Jeffrey Dujan took over from him. No, Jeffrey Dujan had a better name at things. Peter Dujan, that kept goal. Where I used to watch Manning Cup and I said, Peter Dujan, I keep, and I love it. There was a goalkeeper who keep that inspired me now to keep. One is from Harborview. We call him Jabuka, an Indian. When I saw him keep, I said I want to be a goalkeeper. He was so great, brilliant, but he would have never played for no team, club team. It was days Harborview wasn't there, but he refused to play. Then I saw a goalkeeper keeping for St. George's in a Manning Cup named Navis Khan. He's the shortest goalkeeper. Otherwise, I'm safe that I think keep Manning Cup.
What's his name?
Navis Khan is a Chinese youngster. Navis Khan was his name. Okay. And when I see him keep, and I say, well, if a little man like him can keep Manning Cup, that was my inspiration. I said, well, then.
He kept Manning Cup before you. He kept Manning Cup before you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but about in the 60s, man. I see him keep now in the 60s, man. I'm going to tell you, my brothers trying to carry me go football match, and I teach me the ropes now, man. Because me couldn't leave those without him, And him know everywhere. You understand me? My brother, anything my brother tell me to do. He was a good footballer, good. And to me, why I love him, see, because he put his career on the back burner for me.
Yeah.
That's why him love me, man. You want to challenge to carry everything. Is him push me into it, man.
Yeah. Fennel Clark said, DV, tell them about the night when Ali McNabb kicked 4 past you. And then we give them back 6 in the return.
Yeah, man. Well, that was a big batch, so one time we beat Boys Town a game 6-3 in the stadium. Clyde Geraldine scored a trick.
Yeah.
6-3. Right? No.
Yes, when Ali McNabb kick them, you can't touch them. You have to just let them go and hit the back of the net.
Listen. Ali McNabb brought the best out of me, and I brought the best out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That back in them days, when you report them right, it was a matchup. Remember, I was at Harborview, Boys Town. Them talk about the Red Brigades from the west and the Stars of the east, and the matchup between Ali McNabb and Donovan Hayles. That was some big. That time people used to write. I tell you, you had a player name that played for Boys Town, named Rowan Palmer. When that fella died, I cried. Me from Harborview, cry.
One left maestro.
Cry when that fella died. When a base footballer, Mattel come out of Jamaica. Brilliant. That man, when you step on a field, you know say you're going to lose. You actually know you're going to lose. Him alone, we're like a Maradona, man. And that guy died young. Bright talent. You know who was the next brilliant young player, man? And played for Arnett Garden and thing? Errol Blake. the newspaper, Bart Shackleton referred to him as Mr. Blake, Sir Blake. When that you play for Camperdown, man, when him said time to win, it's them winning, man. Errol Blake, brilliant player. I remember when Errol Blake was in school and was playing for Arnett Gardens, you know. I'm going to tell you something, you know. I hear what people talk about Cavaliers' young team. Young players used to play from way back, man. Boys Town used to never afraid to put a youth on the field. It's a Diego Garden. At age 15, them put him on the field. Derek Enniston. You know, youngster name. He might not playing for Boys Town, Arnett Garden too. We call him Mark Morrison. Marky. I saw him as a little youth, them go up on the field. Once you play a minor league and you look through in the class and thing, Boys Town, man, put you out there to play.
Yeah.
Then when you went to Santos now, it's like a youth team. I think I sent a picture to you know.
Yeah, man, we have the picture. We have a lot of the pictures, but we want to bring them up in the next.
19, our Santos under 19 team with the same Peter Master and me. Most of us was 17 years because we played minor league that year. So when I said under 19, we played as under 19, but we were all on the same team. 10 of us, except for one player named Tenge, was the only senior player because Alan Cole was in the national team and was told not to play. Carcel Blair, Bob Campbell, Arville Edwards, all of those players were here. And we play against Cavaliers, Division 1 team. George Thompson allowed them and says at the last month them can go and play. But our Santos players said, boy, I'm not take no chance and play. But the Cavaliers players, them came and play with Roy Welch, David Bernard, all of them, Vesta Constantine in goal, and them use them big team, and our under 17 team won that match. One love at camp. Paul Robinson, the player I was telling about, scored a goal. All players was under 17. Santos used that that was an all-island knockout. That was coming like the FA Cup.
Yeah. Colonel Clark saying that Ed Barnes called Errol Blake the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Well, he mentioned a name now. It's Ed Barnes, Lance Whitaker. Those are reporters. Them man have trouble and come to ground, come to team, train before them talk about a game. Get them from them know players' name. Them know players' habits. It's a Lance Whitaker, and they were very young men, you know, in the business. You had a man named Tony Becker and Hubert Gray. When them writing the paper, man, it's a beauty. It's like you at the match. Them don't tell you this team win and give score line. Them describe the game to you.
Yeah.
Tell you about first half and the game and the build-ups and the teams and Arborview who played some 1 or 2 players. Them used to say, boy, we had to see
them say them now to go to the game and they just send them drones.
No, well, them man used to come at like training session. Trust me. They used to come down to your training session. Lance Whitaker, Ed Barnes. When Ed Barnes talk and commentate, you can listen on the radio and know which team and attack. You not call name alone. And you wonder which team that, because I don't know everybody name on KC or Georges or woman. Them call your name plus the team you're playing for.
Yeah.
And pre-match, don't man, when them, and this is what happened, you know, I think they saw themselves as that just reporters, but they have a responsibility for the development of the game. So what they used to do is present the game to the public that kept the public interested. And they will build a game before the start. When Ed Barnes come on Sports News and read about the Arborview game against Boys Town, if we leave a man take a bus, come up. When Ed Barnes finish talk and Lance Whitaker finish talk. And at the end of the game, when they tell you about the game or when they commentate on the game, you're sorry you wasn't there, you weren't there.
Yeah. So people, listen, man, 2.5.
And Lindy did a penalty.
Yeah, and somebody saying Raymond Sharp as well. So
oh gosh, man, Raymond Sharp. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Brilliant reporters. Them man a commentator and reporter, man. Trust me.
Yeah, man. So people, listen, we're going to do this. We have 2 more. I promise you. Between myself and Mr. Hayles, we're going to arrange 2 more of this, right? So we can complete the whole story because there's so much. But I want to say a big thank you to you, Mr. Hayles, for coming on.
And I want to agree that person comment too about Errol Blake because I feel the same way.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, man. But it was such a pleasure just talking to you, just hearing all of this. Some of these things, honestly, I never knew. Like I never knew that the Manning Cup was 13 teams, one round of games, top team win. Never knew, right? The 70 minutes per game, no time,
Sentiments.
extra time. So you learn every day, and this is what I think the football has needed for a long while, so we can
Yeah, man.
know where we are coming from, so we can know where we are going. And so I'm very grateful that there are many big media houses all across Jamaica, but I'm glad that I get the opportunity to kind of share this moment with you. And I'm very sure that all the persons in the comment section, you know, are delighted that they get an opportunity to participate in this kind of a discourse where we can look at the history of the football and creating historical value and worth to something that has not been given due respect for many years. The sport of football, though it has broken so many barriers, used as a means of social intervention and provided opportunity for many of our youngsters to be educated all over the world. And it's unfortunate that in this era we haven't really paid the kind of attention to it. So I am delighted that I am sure sports and me, I get the opportunity to be part of this journey with you as we catalog the past and look to the future. So again, I want to say a big thank you to you for making yourself available for this. And we are going to make plans to just do the other two and just get the whole story out, because I want to
No.
hear the German youth story. I want to hear your involvement with Ricardo Garden. I want to hear about representing the national team. I want to hear about you coaching at the high school level, you coaching at the club level. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Yeah, yeah.
And man is as I say, I listen to the radio programs. So a Bajo, big up to Bajo. Below average, the man that talk to Jamaican football and sports, love that. Diego, you know, Diego and the man there, But I just say to the youth them in Jamaica, boy, be positive and just believe in your dream. Believe in your dream. And my mother tell me a thing, She says, Donovan, always reach for the skies. Because if you don't touch the sky, you might touch the stars. If you don't touch the stars, you might touch the cloud. But it's eye you're aiming for eye. So even if you don't make it as what you want, as long as you give it your best. For me, just try and live your dream.
Yeah. Mr. People, listen, there you go. There you have it. Another great interview, another great moment, another great time. I know we didn't go through all the comments, but I promise you that when we come back with Mr. Hayles, we will do this. Remember, tomorrow at 12, we're going to also talk with Tyrone Marshall. We have Gregory Messam coming up this week. We have Bob Campbell coming back. We have you, Bingy Blair, coming back. We have so many coming back. There's a player that played alongside Bob Campbell. They're very good friends, very big player from that era. He's going to be on, but we're not calling the name yet. His name was mentioned in this interview about some fence situation, so we're gonna have that player on as well in this week. And so we're looking forward to that. We ask you to hit the like button as you close out the stream. And if you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel. We want to thank our sponsors as well. Tricknick. Tricknick is a Jamaican owned and operated company, and they are offering 25% on all their products. All you have to do is very simple: shop at www.tricknick.ca, and when you shop there, you use the code I am sure sports 001 to get a 25% discount. Listen, we don't do super chats because the truth is I don't want this to be uh, earning. I don't want any of the legends to think like man is doing this so he can earn. I'm doing this because I believe in Jamaica and I believe in Jamaica football. We are not the best, but we are not the worst. We are not where we used to be, which means we are making some level of progress. We have moved from dirt fields to grass fields. We have moved from one footballer training to multiple footballs. We have drones and all of those things. We have moved from PE coaches to qualified coaches. We're not there yet, but we're making progress. We should be further ahead, and we hope that platforms like this will put the powers that be at work to expedite the process of improving our football, from the playing to the management to the welfare to the officiating. Again, people, really want to say a big thank you to you, and I'm going to leave you with a word from our sponsors, Tricknick. Yeah, we're going to leave you with a word from our sponsors, Tricknick. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening and stay safe and be.
Picnic Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.